nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck. Everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep. Don't give a fuck, can't stop. Unplug, feeling overwhelmed. I think I've had enough. Gotta find a way to get some energy. Gotta find someone who's a good friend of me. I need purpose to make it all worth it. I'm still searching and I'm still learning. I want a life that's filled with memories, not a life with regret in front of me. I need focus to keep me from hopeless psychosis if I keep moping.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety.
And hello, welcome back to another stream and another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. Now, how's everybody doing? Today we got Brother Doom and Leather on the Twitch side. We got Mangaga on the YouTube side. Glad to see. Oh, and Arkham Kratos as well. Glad to see ya. Thank you for stopping on by. How you all doing today? Hopefully y'all doing well. Stream Element's bot be doing its Stream Element bot things. It's kind of funny how it says that, but whatever. Whatever, I suppose. But yeah, y'all doing? Well, my first and second in clips? Well, because I changed my leaderboard stuff so that it now shows it shows the top 3 clips of each month. And so, congratulations, Doom. You, the 2 clips that you've made, the only 2 clips that have been made of me this month are number 1 and number 2. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, Twitch has a bunch of different leaderboard stuff. Like, it's got stuff for bits, it's got stuff for gifted subs, and now it's got stuff for clips as well. And Brother Doom, being the avid clipper that he is, has stolen the first and second place spots. Got that gold and that silver trophy. Hype, let's go! Doing alright, glad to hear it. Leather morning. Hey, yo guys, what's up, Mangaga and Kratos? Arkham Kratos. Glad to see you guys. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're about to get into Act 3 in Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2, and from what I've heard from mostly Mangaga and Archelius, this is the act that's it's quite infamous. It's quite a it's quite an act. It is quite an act, and so yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see just how crazy shit gets in this game. I mean, it's Legend of Heroes, right? So I'm expecting things to get pretty wild eventually, but oh, I'm never ready for it. I'm never ready for it. Just dying in Smashy. Oh, yo, you smashing? Playing some Super Smash Bros. I do wonder how good Super Smash Bros. will operate on a Switch 2. I haven't done that yet. I was thinking about doing it last night because lowest expectations. Yeah, he was playing some Smash Bros with his community, and I was like, I could join in on this. But I had some other things I wanted to get done with first, and it just didn't pan out. It's fine. It is what it is. But I do need to play Smash Bros. I've also been thinking about like my own like community stream thing to like celebrate 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but like the thing is, with my streaming being at noon, right? A lot of people can drop on in and say, you know, they can stop by, they can lurk, they can say hello, stuff like that. But I figure that it's not going to be a lot of people who are going to be able to actually, you know, drop by and play a game with me or anything like that, right? So we have to do that on like a weekend or later in the day. But I mean, like with Minkyu, right? He gets off work at around this time, and about the time that most of the Americans would get off work, he would be going to bed. So it would probably like my normal time would work so long as it's a like a weekend, but I don't stream on weekends, so like I need to make a special stream for the weekend, which is also funny because I know that my anniversary is coming up and it's on a weekend. So my 4-year streaming anniversary is going to be on a Saturday. So wait, we're a community? Yeah, you're my community. Hey yo, the fabled age. Yeah, I know, like, I don't necessarily like the word community, considering a lot of the times, you know, people were like, oh yeah, the VTuber community, which is like, no, that's not a real thing. That's really not a real thing. Like, I'm not on the same level as, like, Iron Mouse or, you know, Ina from, you know, Marine. Like, I'm not on the same level as any of them. And so, yeah, I don't know, calling it a community is pretty over the top, but like this like smaller community that we've got, right? Like just the people that come around my streams and that I hang around with on the daily, like that's I consider that to be a community, even though it does have a little bit of a weird connotation. So what's up, Minkyu? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stepping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Community's made up word for collectivism nonsense. Yeah, but I mean, you gotta admit that we are, like, a group, right? Not like this, like, we can't ignore the fact that there's been 1,000 people that have gathered around me, Sky Axons. And then there's also just, like, all of the waifu boys, like, our little group. Like, that's a little community right there. Feel that sometimes people are pretty broad with that term? Yeah. Like, I don't like calling things a community because of how broad some people make it, but it's the same with the word friend, right? A lot of people in the VTuber sphere, I've noticed, they're like, oh yeah, we're like best friends, oh yeah, we're friends, yada yada yada. But like, I don't know. There's some people feel like they just have that word a little too broad. Like if you only like interact with somebody like once a month, I don't know if you could consider that person to be a friend necessarily. Like, if you've known them for a very long time and you just, you know, sort of drift a little bit, then, like, yeah, no, a long-time friend, sure. But, like, if you just meet someone and you interact, like, once a month, I don't know if you can really consider each other's friends. I don't know. I think you gotta be at least a little bit more active in each other's lives to be considered a friend. But, that might just be my own perspective of the thing. How you guys feel about the Xbox version of the Steam Deck? Yeah, the, what is that thing called? The Ally? Was that what it was called? I don't remember. I don't like it. No, I don't like that. It looks so dumb. So pointless. I have no desire to get it. I have no desire to look into it. I got no desire to even remember that it exists, to be honest with you. Do you think a community is a legit word, but people use it weirdly? Like the VTuber community? Yeah, I would agree with that, Minkyu. I would agree with that as well. Like, a community can definitely be a real thing, but, like, it can get a little too broad. Some people use it a little too broadly, and it kind of dilutes the meaning of the word. So then other, like, actual communities kind of get tapered down. But, you know, either way, is what it is. But yeah, I was just thinking about like, because I would like to do something for all of us, right? For reaching 1,000 subscribers. Because like I usually do a karaoke whenever I reach some sort of like celebratory event, but I'm gonna be doing a karaoke for my 4-year streaming anniversary anyways, right? And so that's just not even in a month right now, and I don't want to do 2 months back-to-back. ROG at Xbox Ally X, that's what it was, yeah. I was saying ROG, but I couldn't quite remember. Or the ROG. Whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think that's gonna hit. I don't really care for the idea. Then again, I'm not big on handhelds anymore, considering I'm old. My eyes are way too bad to be staring at a tiny screen. And besides that, because like even with my Switch, right? Like I got my Switch, but I almost exclusively play that in docked mode. I almost never play it in handheld mode because I like my big TV. I really am not a fan of the tiny screen. Sometimes I'll play it on the tiny screen like right before bed, but like at least with the Switch, right? It's a pretty wide screen. That's a pretty big screen, so I'm okay with that one. And what's up, Other Sky? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Playing Smash a lot as of recently, so yeah, glad to be doing the Smash. I mean, that would be fun to host like a Smash Bros tournament. But the thing is that, considering where my time period lies, like it is summer at the very least, so and like there's that going on. But I mean, for the regular working class adult, you know, it's the weekend or the weekdays are pretty much packed until the evening. And since I stream in the early afternoon, I don't know how many people would actually be able to join for a Smash Bros. like community stream, like a community night type stream. It's not even night. So I've been thinking about that, but like I don't know. It's just such a weird thing. Because usually I get pretty busy as of a I get pretty busy as of an evening with this, that, or the other. Like I got collabs planned for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday's Father's Day, so I'm gonna be busy like all day that day. And yeah, with like it being summer, I also gotta go out and do like yard work, so that's another day. Like I'm gonna be doing that probably tomorrow. And then tonight I'm gonna be heading out with my parents. I'm gonna have a little family dinner with them, so that's nice. But it really just starts to really wind down the time, right? It's like, all right, now I've got how much time did you go and do other things? Time management is hard, especially when you gotta try and squeeze in a special event on top of the regularly scheduled stuff that you're already doing. Oh, it can be real weird. Go used to have a game console which didn't last long. Yeah, I remember that thing. I forget what it was called, but yeah, I remember that. It was like it was basically like cloud play where you can like stream anything to your phone or whatever, and video games, yippee! But like Wi-Fi's not that good, and so it didn't really stand for that. Stadia, that's right. Yeah, the Google Stadia. That was a very interesting idea. I kind of liked the idea, but yeah, it didn't pan out, huh? It didn't pan out the way they were wanting to. Haha, look at me being all smart. Teehee. But yeah, that's what I've been thinking about lately. About like, I want to do something to celebrate 1,000, but like, at the same time, I'm just so at a loss as to what to do. And I know I should do it before my anniversary, before my next special event, but like, what do I do? What do I do? We could do a, you know, I guess we could do like a, another one of those like tier list things. But I don't know what we would do, because last time we did a tier list of all the games that I've played, Minkyu was gracious enough to create a tier list of all of the games that I've played, all the games that I've streamed. He's also done like all of the waifus of Legend of Heroes. Those were fun. I like the tier lists. Tier lists are a lot of fun. But I don't know what other type of tier list we would be doing. Chadtris. But yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I just really don't know what I want to be doing for like a special event. I'm not that creative. It really just comes down to being that I'm not that creative to figure out what to do for special events. I'm not very good at celebrating myself and like accomplishments that I have reached. I don't know, it just feels very weird. Like, I'm not the type to play at my own birthday party, right? Like, it's like, oh, let's plan your own birthday party. What do you want to do? And I'm just like, stream, not worry about adult things, about adulting, sleep in. You know, like, I'm very basic. I'm very plain. It's not like I want to be like, I want to go to Disney World. Like, no, I don't care. That sounds like a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of effort, and kind of exhausting, to be honest with you. So I don't know. Did I own a Wii U? Nope, never owned a Wii U. That's the only Nintendo console that I have not owned since the GameCube. Cause yeah, I got the GameCube, got a Game Boy Advance, then I got the Wii, and then I got a Switch, and now I'm at a Switch 2. Yippee! Got the DS, the 3DS. I think I even had a DSi, to be honest. Yeah, I had a DSi. So I've had most of the consoles, but the Wii U just, it didn't have anything that I really wanted to play. Because at the time I could still play Wind Waker on my Wii, and so I didn't really care to buy the Wind Waker HD version on the Wii U, because I didn't even have a Wii U. And then there's like, what, Zelda Hyrule Warriors, which I'm not a fan of Dynasty Warrior games, so that didn't interest me in the slightest. And I don't even know what else was on the Wii U, but yeah, I didn't care. Did not care about the Wii U in the slightest. But yeah. No PlayStation 2 and used to respect Sony back then. Backwards was the thing. Nowadays it's a joke. When backwards, what? Backwards compatibility? PlayStation never had backwards compatibility. Like, the most backwards compatibility that we have is nowadays with the PlayStation 4 and 5. Because I don't think the PlayStation 3 was backwards compatible with the PS2. And I don't remember if the PS2 was backwards compatible with the PS1. But, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like PlayStation more than Xbox, but I don't really care for either of them anymore, right? Like, I'm playing on PlayStation right now, but I don't really foresee myself buying another Xbox anything or PlayStation anything, because there's really not much of a point, right? Like, the next thing that's on my list is definitely just getting a gaming PC, and then I can start I can start playing like Steam games more reliably. Can start streaming Steam games, and that's got like everything on it, right? Like, I can get all these Legend of Heroes games on Steam, not to mention a ton of retro content and a bunch of the new stuff that's coming out. So going to disappear into the sun now? Ah, hell yeah, Minkyu. PS2 plays PS1 games, original PS3 play PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 games, all PS3s play PlayStation 1 games. Oh, interesting. Minkyu here with the knowledge drop. I did not know that. My PlayStation 3 was always so broken, though. Like, that thing never worked. Every PlayStation 3 that I got was just a hunk of trash. Like, the first one just, I don't remember what happened to the first one, but it didn't really work. Then I got a new one, because I had a bunch of PlayStation 3 games, and I was like, yeah, actually, I want to play these again. And just the disc reader broke on that thing, so like, I've wasted so much money on PlayStation 3s that just don't work. They just never work. So yeah, PlayStation 2 works for PS1. I see. First, SKU? Or the PlayStation 3 I think had backwards. They removed it down the line for cutting costs, if I recall. Oh, I see. I see. Just get my ass whooped in Smash. Hell yeah. Leather. What's up, Anya? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. We're just doing laps around an old town here, considering we're yapping about things. The classic yapping and just running around in a circle, because why not? But hopefully you're doing well. Anya. Have PS3, disk drive, take up barely works. So I got GTA 5 on my system. Yeah. See, that's how mine is. I got a lot of, like, I have Tales of Exilia 2 on my PlayStation 3. I got a lot of Tales of games, but I really want to play Tales of Exilia 2, because I never got around to playing that one. But my disc reader broke on my PlayStation 3, and so I can't play it. And I'm just like, I have this game that I really want to play, but I have no way of playing it. Curse it! Curse you! Couldn't I just plop this disc into my PlayStation 5 and get some nice backwards compatibility? Stealing their steps around in Old Town. True. Arkride Solutions out here getting their getting the number up on their pedometer. Remember pedometers? Do people still use pedometers? I mean, I guess it's on your phone nowadays, where you can go around and you can check how many steps you've walked with your phone. But that was an interesting thing. Doing some cooking, so I can't hear. We'll lurk for a bit, then come back. Hey, no worries, Anya. Appreciate you stopping on by, though. Always glad to see ya. Always glad to have ya. But yeah, we should probably get into the actual gameplay now, huh? So, yeah, we got back here into,
On my way.
We got back here into Edith after the little intermission at Nemeth Island that we had. Freaking Swin betrayed us. Nadia went just like AFK, considering, you know, apparently her older brother is still alive, and that's who Swin like betrayed us for. And so Nadia feels extraordinarily confused and left behind. And yeah, shit's weird, man. Shit's wild. But we're back here in Edith. We're trying to pick up where we're at. Got to gather info around the city and figure out our next move. The gardens, man. The gardens. You guys got into Soul Calibur? Yeah, I've played a bit of Soul Calibur. I've played a handful of games. It was the one on the PlayStation 2. I forget which one that was. I'm trying to look down at my. Oh, there it is. Soul Calibur 3? Yeah, I think that's 3. I played that one a lot, and oh my god, what was her name? Tira? Oh god. Whoo! That really awoke me to a new type, huh? That really awoke me to a new type. But I don't really care for fighting games to begin with. I play them from time to time, but it's like every couple of months kind of deal. So I'm not very good at fighting games. But every now and again, I'm just like, yeah, why not? And I have a step tracking app on my phone nowadays. It's nice to keep track of your steps, but it is kind of pointless at the same time, huh? Marielle, didn't know you were here. Hey, guys. We're just in the middle of a little note-sharing session. Do you come to check in on that Nadia situation you called me about? Among other things, yeah. Right now, we're just looking for a place to start. Vermonti caught me up on that. I can't believe she would just run off on you. So, got any updates for us? I've been prodding and probing, but nothing's caught my eye just yet. Nadia always spoke highly of your skills as an informant, so I was thinking she might have stopped by to see you. I was the one who introduced these two to Vermonti in the first place. He's also the first person I asked to look into Swin. If Vermonti had heard anything, he would have tipped me off by now. Nadia probably saw no point in coming here knowing that. If only I picked up on that boy's trail, maybe then we could have avoided this. There's no helping it, even the guild's information network came up empty-handed. I haven't had much luck with the Garda Master and Oathbreaker either. Ever since the mess on Nemeth Island, it's as if they dropped off the face of the continent. Even the dark red beast that terrorized the capital is cycling out of the gossip mill. And it's been bothering me too. It's the whole reason I came here. Mesodem, Longport, Nemeth Island, we've had nothing but incidents back to back to back, yet almost none of it is being broadcasted. You mean to say it isn't a matter of the press being restricted? Obviously there are parts of those events we can't report on, that much is par for the course. But the media's response seems to be more along the lines of them not being newsworthy enough. It's like the whole nation is in peace mode, the complete opposite of how tense it was when Almata was lurking in the shadows. Dantes and the rest of the crew made it a point to spread fear however they could. But this Garda Master, on the other hand, is worlds apart from them, both in motives and in methods. It actually makes him creepier, somehow. I just hope this doesn't turn into one of those too little too late type deals. He almost certainly has a plot in the works, and yet we can't find so much as a single lead. Well, I'll keep poking around. If anything turns up, you'll be the first to know. I'll see what I can get out of the publisher contacts too. Much appreciated. No. Would have been too easy had we been able to get any information from them though, huh? Would have been too easy. Apple's recent event they had 1 or 2 days ago? Nah, I don't keep up with anything relating to Apple or Samsung. I don't care about phones, like, at the slightest. I don't care about phones in the slightest. The only reason I have a phone is because, like, my parents pay for one. Just to keep in contact with me, you know? Like, if it wasn't for them, I would just be like, yeah, I don't have a phone. I don't need it. It's okay. I'll just be running around with, like, I don't know, some sort of music player. I don't know what kind of music players there are nowadays. I was gonna say, like, an iPod, but, like, I don't know if iPods still exist. Bully me and use the phone for everything, JK. I don't like... Again, it goes back to... It's a very small screen. Like, I use my phone to absently mine... To like... doom scroll on Twitter and Blue Sky. I check my Discord with it. I listen to music. And then I call and text. And that's about, like, all I use a phone for. I take pictures, too. Yeah, now that I got a cat, I take a lot of pictures of Mimi. But that's a cat, you know? That's a cat. Besides that, I don't really use it for much of anything. I use it for a little bit of internet, like browsing, like whenever I'm looking up guitar tabs. Sometimes I use my phone for that, but like, a lot of this stuff I could use somewhere else, right? I could like just have that on my computer, or you know, this, that, or the other. But all phones look the same to me. Maybe I'm wrong. They're pretty much the same. It's more or less just how like the iOS works, right? Like how a lot of the operating system works. That's like the big difference between phones. I wonder what Dingo would do. He'd probably be a few steps ahead of everyone else, not to mention how much more he'd be working with the van. Marielle? Well, you're certainly not wrong. He'd likely show up to my bar with that broody look on his face, surrounding info that even my network couldn't find. But no matter how composed he may have seemed, Dingo was still just as human as you and I. He was only really good at hiding all the effort he put in. But I know you've been putting in the hours too. Bermati. Believe in yourself, Marielle. Keep pushing forward. Maybe your methods are a little different, but I'm sure you're doing right by him all the same. Thank you, Bermati. You know, you're right. Truth can't hide from me forever. She's certainly been more dependable recently. She's got a long ways to go. I mean, I still remember when she was drinking herself into comas. True.
Order whatever you like.
Crimson Heart. Thank you.
Aww, leaving so soon.
Indeed I am. You might notice that, like, whenever I'm moving my camera around, I might press the wrong direction, right? Because I've been playing a lot of Wind Waker on my Switch too, and the thing about that game is that it's got old controls, right? Which means that the camera is inverted, and where you press left on the control stick and you look to the right. And so, yeah, there is a way to like change that setting, but it also changes the way that the Wind Waker works, and so I just have it turned off. I just have it set to the default. And so,
Let's roll, gang.
I might accidentally, like, be looking to the left or the right. That's really honestly not that big of a deal. Because I can just be like, oh, I'm looking that way. Nope, need to look the other way. Sorry, wrong way. But,
Just a rumor, right?
that's a lot easier a fix than, like, using the, not like the Wind Waker and pressing left and getting the right note instead. Like, that'd be a lot more drastic of a change. Also, I did go and do the Mine Garden stuff, so we're good with all of that stuff. I don't know, yeah, level 46 across the board, give or take. For Agnes down there at 42. I don't see the point of Agnes. Not on this one. She's not that useful, in my opinion, so I don't know. MP3 players still exist? Well then, if I didn't have a phone, I probably would just have one of those things around with me. You the Conrad that posted a request from Arkride Solutions. Ah, yes, really do look dependable, just as the rumor said. Wait, isn't that guy? Assume you're the one that recommended our services. You're the editor-in-chief of that one gossip rag. We met sometime last year, didn't we? Gotta say, though, you picked an awfully lively place for this meetup. Wouldn't suppose there's a reason for that. I see you're quick on the uptake as ever, Arkride. Having a loud crowd surrounding us makes it harder for people to eavesdrop. Anyways, you'll hear out his request, won't you? Sound like it'd be right up your alley. If I remember correctly, you often act as a go-between for immigrants dealing with special circumstances, right? Not so sure about this one, guys. Migrant workers tend to get caught up in a lot of not-so-honest work. They get a bad rep for a reason. Believe me, I understand the reputation they have better than anyone else, but there can be a lot of red tape in their paperwork. If they want to feed their families, most have no choice but to resort to criminal means. People like that who are made up of a majority of my client base. Migrants unable to obtain proper work visas. In other words, migrants who have no legal right to work in this country. I've seen firsthand the problems immigrants can face. It's not pleasant. Well, if they're Eastern, you can bet Hayway will take care of them. But I guess the others don't really got a lot of options. Exactly, so my job is to introduce those people to someone who can provide them work. Then they get a finder's fee from the employer. And maybe it's not my place to say, but I believe that's a better outcome than them starving in the streets while they wait for their papers. Well, when you put it that way. I understand why you're apprehensive. I'm sure you know plenty of people like him who use their job to exploit foreigners. It's just, well, Conrad here knows where to draw the line, though I suppose he has sent a few people to handle some awfully dreadful menial labor. But trust me when I say he neither introduces them to illegal work nor takes cuts of their pay. Well, I guess that's as much reassurance as we can get. Go ahead and give us the details then. I'm guessing it's got something to do with those missing workers we've been hearing about. Yes, you see, after contacting me about how the work isn't for them, they go missing altogether. It's been a pretty big topic of concern in my line of work, though. Nobody's been able to make heads or tails of it. Honestly, if this keeps up, I'm worried suspicion will start to fall on both me and my colleagues. Yeah, you're right. Be suspect number one in no time. So what? You want us to figure out what's going on so they don't start pinning the disappearances on you guys? If you could, yes. Does that sound like something you could do? Of course I will. I'll accept every side mission. Every single side mission. Our Holy Bloom crap is nuts. I need to move a microphone. The thing was so damn low for some reason. I haven't used like anything with Anya's. Like she's been in my in the back of my party, and I've just been leaving her there. Like usually I'm pretty good at keeping myself alive with like Cobalt Curtain, with Reset's Cobalt Curtain, and then I'm just okay. Then I'm just good to go. I just focus everything else on my strength and my DPS. So I haven't really focused too much on ATS. But there's the big difference between our playstyles, and Gaga. I bet you really enjoy, like, how good is Quatre's new attack? His, like, angel attack? Because I remember you said that, like, Quatre was, like, a big DPS for you. And so he got a little bit better. Though I don't know if that attack's actually any good or not. I don't really plan on using it, to be honest with you. Because Quatre is another one that I don't really use all that often. I used that when I was grounded for my phone, downloaded a bunch of songs and videos. On an MP3? You can do stuff? I almost never use micrographs. Nice. Nice. The very stark difference between Mangaga and myself. That was an interesting username. But that's a very stark difference between how you play the game and how I play the game. Alright, seems like a pretty cut and dry issue. Plus, we can't exactly say no to a referral from the editor-in-chief. Yeah, I'm also pretty worried about the safety of those workers. Oh, thank you so much. I'm just so relieved. Can't get a good night's sleep knowing what could be happening to those people. Here, I thought you were more worried about saving your own ass. Well, I've been doing this work for a while. You hear some pretty grueling stories about the lives immigrants lead. You have a heart of stone not to sympathize with them. That's how you feel. Maybe you don't have as many reservations about this job as I thought. I agree. The lives of those migrant workers truly are in jeopardy. I see no issue in taking on this request. Do you mind going over the details once more? Can't thank you enough. I've been a bit hesitant to consult the police or bracers, so this is a huge weight off my shoulders. Looks like things are finally going your way, Conrad. I'm glad I was here to introduce you all. Anyhow, I'm a busy man, so be heading off now. Feel free to decide what to do amongst yourself. Okay, bye. And Quatre just had a really high starting ATS, so I hard focused on getting those numbers up. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, Quatre is very, very strong with magic, with his ATS, with his art. What does that even stand for? Like art, just arts, I guess. Like ATS arts. Just get rid of the R pretty much, and then you're done. What's up, Dre? Mama Dre, glad to see you. Thank you for stopping by. How you doing today? Welcome on in. We're playing some Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. Quite far in this game. We're like 70% done with this game, but that's based on like chapter percentage and not like actual how long each chapter is. But it's a great game. It's a great series. Highly recommended. Well, welcome on in. Hopefully you do well. Thank you for the care package. I definitely need it. I don't know, for some reason this morning my head's all dry. I need to hydrate more. I thought of it as art strength. Yeah, that makes sense. I always knew that like ATS stands for like the your magic damage, but like I never quite remember what it stood for. Greetings! Hope your stream is going well. Hi, it's going well. More or less just started. Having ourselves a good time. Always a good time when I get to play a peak JRPG series like Legend of Heroes. Yeah, hopefully you're doing well today as well. Dre, welcome on in. That guy's a real piece of work. Sure, we'll just be fine without him. More importantly, why don't you fill us in on some of the specifics? I heard something about one disappearing, being migrants from north of Zemuria. That's right, they're the ones who have gone missing most frequently. Easterners and Central Easterners haven't seemed to be affected at all, however. Even white foreigners come here for work. They do, yes. After all, there's a fair number of undeveloped regions in the north. Along with those from Northumbria, the Republic also receives immigrants from the outlying areas around the Free Cities as well. Yeah, I used to hear all sorts of stories about the tribes up there. It's strange that they've been made a target, though. We're going to need to do some digging, particularly into the workers' backgrounds. I'm glad you share my concern. However, I believe it's best I leave the rest to you. I'll be in the area for a while, so if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. So what do you want to do first? Don't exactly have much to go on. You need to find people who are familiar with not only migrant workers, but specifically those from north of Zemuria. Now that I think about it, I've heard that one subcontracting factory employs loads of them. But yeah. We could probably talk some of their business partners into spilling a few dirty secrets. Exactly. The workers themselves would likely be on guard if we were to ask directly. Investigating their periphery is definitely the best strategy. Alright then, let's hit up Bradley's first. Given all the parts he has to order, I'm sure he's got some connections with people in subcontracting. Not only that, but he's kind of pays attention to the small stuff. Might have some pretty good leads. And who do you think we should ask about the migrants? Gabriella used to work with the Northern Jaegers, right? Maybe she'll know something. Her roots run a little too deep in the underworld. We should try talking to someone of the more lawful immigrant population first. In that case, we should focus on places where people from the north are most likely to gather. Come to think of it, aren't the people who run Old Town's bathhouse from Mafia? Nice job, Agnes. It's usually pretty easy to miss something right under your nose. Well, if it's more of an epiphany than anything. That being said, I think they became naturalized citizens quite a while ago. Do you think they still know what's going on with the migrant community? I think it's worth a shot after all. Northern folks take their saunas pretty seriously. Just like Minky right now over in his, taking a sauna right now. Even if they don't have direct connections anymore, it's like the Laguna still serves as a central hub. And I suppose it's settled. We'll be heading to Bradley Maintenance and the Laguna Bathhouse.
Time to go solve some problems.
Eventually. I have returned. Hello, Anya. Welcome back. Yeah. My arm is itchy for some reason. Yeah. Itchy arm. Itchy. Yeah, how was the foods? You get yourself some good foods? You cook yourself up some good nom-noms? Hopefully so. I had, I air fried up some chicken fritters this morning with a hint of dill. Very simple, but I mean, very tasty. Very good. Highly recommend. Like, you don't gotta be fancy. You just gotta get food in you. I haven't actually went to the Dark Memorial Park yet, so we should probably go here, huh? But yeah, we're just doing a bunch of side missions right now until we get back into the original story with Swin and Nadia being missing. What's up, Maxim? Hey, visit Arkride Solutions. Maxim, guess I should have figured you'd be here. I mean, what with all the memories you and Paulette made in the place. Yeah, our relationship is actually why I'm here today. After we buried that time capsule together, I cheated on her. But tomorrow I'll be facing the biggest challenge I've ever seen since I've changed my ways. And so I feel like, if I can actually get myself to win this one, I'll be able to close that chapter of my life for good. Maxim. I know it might be a little selfish, but if I do win, I plan on dedicating my victory to both Paulette and Yume. It's also why I came here, even if I can't do it in front of the big tree at the monument, or at the moment. I just wanted to make a vow in this place. A vow for victory. I see. If it's a vow you'll be able to fulfill. I'll be rooting for you, Maxim, so get out there and show us what you're made of. Right, I'll give it my all. God, I feel like that's gonna go so poorly. I'm so concerned about what's gonna happen. You really mean that? Oh, it's these two. Hey, Agnes, how you been? Been doing well, thank you. Is Signary here to help you with your movie? That's right, she's got a gun. I wanted to film some kind of action scene, so I asked if she'd lend me a hand. The original plan was to do a shootout scene with Swin and Nadia, but maybe we could just try fighting a monster instead. What's with this kid? As fun as that sounds, not this time, Signary. Anyways, I'm assuming Swin and Nadia had to go back to Ramaferia for some reason. That's alright, we'll just film the rest when they get back. Yeah. Something wrong? Oh, don't worry about me. It's nothing really. Well, keep up the hard work, you guys. Yeah, you too. What do I gotta do here? I already dealt with the monster extermination, so like, what's, oh, that ain't the button. That ain't the one. Depths. Let's just go over here. So the clip that you finished, LAD 7? LAD 7? Congrats. LAD 7, LAD 7. This is just another monster extermination. Huh, wild. I should have done this off stream, but, I already dealt with one monster extermination. Didn't realize there were two. LAD 7 clip. What's LAD 7? Fearsome monsters crawling around. Exterminate. Like a dragon. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, God. Yakuza 7, you know, also known as Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon. It's such a... it's such a yes and no game all at the same time. I have like nothing. Wow. I thought I healed, but apparently I didn't go to the bathhouse. I guess I'll go to the bathhouse after this then. Back attack, stun, delay. Where's the back for this thing? There it is. Raging Buster.
Here's my chance.
Wow, I just realized my brain is not, like, connected just yet. Because, like, Van's over there by himself now. Whoopsie. Whatever, it's fine. But yeah, like, I love the Yakuza stories, right? Yakuza stories are always so damn good. And Like a Dragon was just as good as the rest of it. As the rest of the games. Unfortunately, it also had like the like turn-based combat, like a very weird turn-based combat. Like instead like this is turn-based combat, but this is a really good turn-based combat, right? Where like the enemy stands still, I stand still, and then I can line up my attacks, and then I can even like, you know, focus like, okay, it's gonna land right there and over there on top of these flowers, or like over here on this side. Really good stuff. But the way with Like a Dragon is that it doesn't do that. May as well power this one up. So, I can do a back attack as well. Sure, why not? But it doesn't do that. And so whenever I'm trying to like line up an attack, it just, oh wow, that did a lot of damage. It just kind of falls flat. It just kind of falls flat. What's the chance of death blow on this thing? It's possible. Not a very high chance of death blow, but a chance regardless. Yeah, why not? Let's just try. Ah, could you imagine if that was death blow right there? Would have been peak. Infinite Wealth does it better? I really hope so. I really hope so. That's a big concern that I've got, right? Where I'm just like, I really want to play like the next part of Ichiban's story in Infinite Wealth. But at the same time, if it plays like how Yakuza 7 did, I'm just like, ugh. I don't wanna. The amount of grinding that I had to do in Like a Dragon was just way too much. Way too much grinding, and I didn't feel like I even did all that much. And then, yeah, it just...
We should go on the attack.
Like, the way that, like, the job system worked, everything just felt so... mid. Everything felt so meh.
Don't screw with me!
Don't screw with me. Can I, land this attack? I'll actually land that attack.
We'll win.
Got my sharp boost is almost there, but not quite there. Land the attack. Yay. Yippee. I'll get a sharp from this as well. Nice. Hey, we fear the giant octopus thing. The giant octo has been feared. May as well go and power up with the van then. I'm gonna try Death Blow again though, just because haha tiki funny. Prepare yourself. No Death Blow. Well, is what it is. Sunray, yay. Reminds me a lot of Daybreak. Really? Well, that's interesting then. That's got a very interesting. It makes me very interested to see how it's going to be working out. Van and Lane, go at it. Thank you, Leather, for the care package. Appreciate that. I got like no experience from that thing.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys. Mira deposit confirmed.
Stretchy. I'm such a good boy in this game. I've never done anything wrong ever. I've never done anything morally ambiguous ever. I'm only say so.
No sense going this way.
Oh, okay. I guess we're not gonna go that way then. Boy, I mean, I guess we go to the Laguna bathhouse. I'll take a bath now as well, because I took all that. I did all that craft damage and whatnot. Use bath, please. Please and thank you. But yeah, that's got me feeling a lot more confident, or a lot more excited, considering I did not like the combat at all, and Like a Dragon, it's so mid. It's so less than mid. But, the story in the Yakuza games are so good. The next few I'm going to be playing, though, are, because I've already streamed a one-off of Ishin, so I need to beat Ishin before I move on to anything else. And then I'm going to do the man who lost without a name, who doesn't have a name, whatever that one is. I need to do that one, and then I need to play Lost Judgment. And then I'll move on to Infinite Wealth.
That was
and then
nice and refreshing.
Then Majima's Pirate Yakuza one. That's the order that I'm still gotta go through. But I play those games off stream whenever I have time. And considering how just like much I did not like Yakuza 7, and that was the one that I was trying to beat first. Oh, it took me like 27 months to get through that game because I just did not want to play it. Oh, but I also did love it. But I didn't. But I did, but I didn't. Quite literally. Like, there's a thing the other day on Twitter where, it was like, what's a game that has a 10 out of 10 story, but, like, terrible gameplay, or something like that, and first thing that came to my mind was Yakuza 7, because good god. Love that story, hate the gameplay. Oh. And Screwbean say so, be unholy, JK, haha, unless, ayo. But yeah, I'm happy that they fixed it up a little bit. Honestly, though, I would have rather they just stayed in the active combat instead of trying to make Yakuza turn-based. That just didn't work right. That just didn't feel like it fit, in my opinion. But we'll see what the next one is like, I suppose, eventually. You wanna know about the immigrants from North Samaria? You're right, we do see our fair share around here. Families from Rimaferia, but we share our culture with people all over the north. In particular, we get lots of Northumbrian migrants who like to stop by. They usually come in to talk to my grandma and grandpa about all their problems. I think maybe it's the workers complaining about their day. Bingo! Still picking up on stuff like that is pretty impressive. Tell me, have you heard anything strange lately about those workers you mentioned? No, like it's not really news, but there's been some talk about them being dissatisfied with the way they're being treated. Dissatisfied with the way they're being treated? Are they being discriminated against? No, I think it's a little different. I mean, even though they're immigrants, they're still pretty much like everyone else here in Calvard, right? Compared to other immigrants, the ones from up north don't really stand out that much. And that's true, even immigrant advocate movements tend to focus on those from east or central east. I'm sure it's because the psychological differences are more easily identifiable. But if that idea starts making the rounds, it's not hard to imagine why northern migrants would be treated less favorably. And it's hard to garner sympathy for them when they look just like the majority of Calvard's population. So they feel like they're being left out. Is that it? Even though they're dealing with similar problems, it's hard for them to gain the same amount of sympathy. I can see how that might make you feel a bit trapped. Wouldn't be surprised if someone was able to use that to their advantage. Yeah, but I haven't heard a thing about anyone being swindled. Like how we're having this very heavy conversation with an 8-year-old. So, she got to you already, huh? Might have just used some useful gossip for you all. You heard something? You better not be pulling their tail. Hell, it's only something that came down the grapevine. There's been talk of someone who can pull foreign workers from the mire of their jobs. Interesting. Can you tell us more? You see, I've been looking into investment trends for social welfare services recently. While I was doing some research, I heard something about a non-profit organization that struck me as a tad peculiar. An NPO. Yes, it was only recently created too. They said they're a group that provides employment support to immigrant groups. It appears to be luring in migrants who already have jobs with promises of both better pay and working conditions. All it takes is one question. Are you really happy with where you're at right now? But they're asking them to quit. Sounds like they must be pretty convincing. Never heard of an NPO asking people to quit their jobs, though. They don't seem to be finding new jobs for the ones that quit, either. In my opinion, it's all rather irresponsible of them. The least they could do is help them get back on their feet. I agree. No matter how prosperous the Republic is now, there's no guarantee that they'll be able to find another stable income so easy. Especially for those who don't have a valid work visa. Sounds like they're just increasing the number of unemployed immigrants. Why would they do that? They can't be profiting from it somehow, right? It might be too late to ask this now, but what's an NPO? I've heard of NGO before. Of course, to give a simple explanation, NGO stands for non-government organization. On the other hand, NPO stands for non-profit organization. Both are independent from their nations and are operating to better social welfare. In general, the ones that are restricted to specific fields that act at a local level are NPOs. Those who act at an international level and cover multiple pursuits are referred to as NGOs. I see. I think I get it now. But if that's true, then this NPO isn't making anything better at all. God, we gotta love Fairy being the one that's just asking the questions that we're all just like, huh? And a lot of like this technical jargon's going on, and really explaining all of the things out. Put it in simple man terms. I'm dumb. But yeah, I feel like they've been talking up a storm of fancy words and big deal issues like, my brain, it's my mouth, my throat, it's not working. If NGOs are tax funded, then they're in fact GOs. True. I mean, yeah. If it's like a non-profit or anything like that, but then they were actually profiting somehow, kind of gets rid of that first part, huh? Looks like we're gonna have to do some more research into this organization. Thanks for all of your help, guys. You're welcome. Hope you find it out. Huh? Find it out? Find something out? Yeah, you know. Come now, there's no need for thanks. Just join for our next game of Mahjong. I'll consider it even. I really need to play Mahjong at some point in time. Or just like poker. Same with that one game. What's it called? It's making the rounds lately. It starts with a B. But that game looks pretty interesting.
What are we waiting for?
Actually, in Dave the Diver, right? I was playing a little bit of that recently, like on and off. I'll play that. And one of the things.
Let me ask you something.
One of the Bautaro. That's the one it's called. It's it was actually pretty fun. It's basically just poker, but like you have these extra cards that like increase the number that your cards have. So like you still want to play like, you know, a full house or 4 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 2 pairs, you know, the usual poker hands. But Bakugan, oh my god, weren't those the little balls that turned into monsters? That was cool. Those things were pretty cool. That was like the very end of my like watching cartoons. I remember watching Bakugan. It was one of the last ones that I watched. Yeah, there's non-profit and not-for-profit. Yeah. A big difference there. Might sound similar being non-profit and not-for-profit, but just because something's not-for-profit doesn't mean that they don't make profit. Whereas a non-profit does not make profit. Hence the non part. English language can be very funny. Being an ex-English tutor, like, as somebody who used to, tutor people in English, I really pick up on a lot of subtle terminology like that, and it, honestly, I get in my head about it, considering there's a very big difference to talking to someone and talking with someone. Because talking to someone means that you are just simply talking to them. Like, you can talk to a wall. The wall's not talking back, or at least you don't care if the wall talks back. You're just simply a one-sided conversation. Now, talking with someone is it means that you are both equal in the conversation. You are giving equal exchange in the conversation. So little things like that, kind of just like every time that I see someone say that, I always kind of, in my head, I translate it like that, and I'm just like, I try not to because most people don't really mean it like that. They just kind of treat the words as the exact same. They treat the phrases as the exact same, but they technically don't mean the same. And so, being an ex-English major, right? It kind of like triggers that part of my brain that's just like, actually, so that's how you see me, huh? You don't want to talk with me, you want to talk to me. I see. A one-sided conversation we're having here. But that gets a little petty. That gets into like the petty part of my brain. So you want to know about the people my suppliers employ, huh? I gotta imagine they use their fair share of migrant workers. Don't they ever talk to you about them? Figured you would know more. I mean, they don't exactly fill me in on all the details, but guess I've been hearing some strange things about them lately. Things that they've got even me concerned. Don't know if it's what you're looking for, but I can share it with you if you like. That'd be very helpful, Mr. Bradley. Something happened. Alright, well, where should I start? Apparently a bunch of migrant workers at one of the factories just up and quit recently. All over a few days, too. Thought it was some sort of strike at first, but it doesn't seem like that was the case. There's been no contact from the workers since. It's certainly worrisome. Were there any warning signs? From what I've been told, management had no idea any of it would happen until it all went down. The ones who left were known to be pretty serious workers too. None of them showed any dissatisfaction with their jobs at all. But regardless, they all got up around the same time and called it quits. I guess said something to the likes of, "This job doesn't suit me," or "I deserve better." Pretty strange they all gave the same reasons for leaving, not to mention how these were the last people you'd expected from. It sounded like this was instigated by someone. Any word about a possible third party? Well, I wouldn't say I'm that informed, but I heard a little something about those workers being seen talking to someone on the outside. I see. Whoever that someone is must have quite the influence on them. About quitting so suddenly, what were they planning to go on or doing after they left? The factory was worried about the same thing, even asked if they had any other jobs lined up. I guess the workers seemed pretty confident that things would work out. Maybe that person they were confiding in gave them some sort of grand opportunity. Wonder. You think it could be someone related to that NPO from before? Yeah, it sounded pretty likely. Well, anyways, about all I know at the moment. Should mention, though, everything I heard was just complaints from my suppliers. No worries, been a great help. Yeah, you're really giving us a lot to think on. Okay, so we got a lot more information than we thought we would. Why don't we find a place where we can sort through it all? Shall we head back to Station Street? That way we can update Conrad on the situation as well. And with all the people in the area, it's possible we'll be able to pick up some extra info along the way. I think it might be a good time to inform the guild of any developments. Right, let's get going then. Station Street. Going to the guild, you said? Aaron's so relaxed. Alright, as it stands now, I think we have a pretty basic idea of what went down. I'm a bit hazy on a few of the details, though. Just start with putting everything in order. The base assumption is that the ones going missing are primarily those from north of Zemuria. They're also all migrants who don't have work visas, they quit their jobs all within the same time frame, and vanished immediately afterwards. And the ones who told them to quit was from an NPO. But the question is, why? What could they possibly stand to gain from getting migrants to quit? Also worrying that those who left seem to have cut off all communications. Definitely still have a lot of questions about the whole thing. If only we had something more conclusive. Why don't we just go back to the source of the problem then? Let's find this NPO person and make them tell us what's going on. The problem with that is that we don't actually know which NPO they're part of. Huck didn't really give us any solid information. Oh, and yes, is this the part-time job you were talking about? Oito, yeah, she's an NGO, right? So, Looks like we meet again. Hello, everyone. Hello. You already finished your talk with Prince Sharid. Yeah, I'll just say we reached a good stopping point. We'll be returning after a short break. However, because our talks have proven so fruitful, we do have a little leeway in our schedules for the moment. Is that so? You could help us out with something then. We're looking into a case that might be related to your area of expertise. Miss Toa is associated with an NGO. Would you happen to know anything about that NPO is currently operating in the Republic? You having a problem with one of them? Please tell me everything you know. Okay, Toa. Her response was outside of their expectations. I had no idea this was something you were investigating. The NGO I'm currently associated with does its work to support area-level NPOs. Now, one looking into in the moment hasn't been as forthcoming about the results of their activities. Naturally, there's been a bit of suspicion. Given the timing, I can't deny the possibility that it might just be connected to the one you've all been hearing about. Also, I believe their stated intentions are to aid the employment of foreigners with special circumstances. Well, I can't say for sure that they're the same organization, but it sounds like our most likely lead at the moment. I agree, but would you mind allowing me to accompany you in your investigations? This could be exactly what I need for a breakthrough in my case. I won't hesitate to give you my full cooperation. And even if it isn't, it's still related to an issue with an NPO. It's my duty to follow up on it. Nah, Toa much attention! You mean you'll help us? That'd be great. Yeah, I would have been satisfied with a few useful tidbits, but having you with us will be way more efficient, even if I do end up owing you one. I look forward to working with you. Yes, I think our odds will be much better with her along. Oh, now that we've welcomed you aboard, do you think you could share any of your more recent findings? Maybe it'll help us figure out our next step. And actually, I do have something. I have a friend who's been looking into this group as well. I'm waiting for them to contact me with whatever they found. And speak of the devil. Hello, sorry about all the extra tasks. Did you find anything useful? This friend of hers, it's feeling they're not a member of the ICO. And also the NGO, her friends would be Class 7. Never mind. No sense in worrying about it right now. Yes, actually, found another group that was looking into a suspicious NPO. Seems to be for a separate incident, however. From what I've heard so far, I'm pretty sure the NPO we're looking into is one and the same. Anyways, you said there was a movement over in the Central Marsh. I'll head over there to check it out. So to keep you waiting, managed to find something after all. As I mentioned, we're almost confident that the NPO I've been looking into and the one from your case are the same organization. Their official name is the Association for Better Migrant Working Conditions. To think they're not only misappropriating funds, but they may also be involved with the disappearance of migrant workers. I can't believe this! Stoa. Regardless, looks like we know what we need to do. You said something about there being movement over in the Central Marsh, right? Then we should hurry. If we're quick enough, we might be able to catch them in the act. Following that van, the rest made their way to Central Marsh. Yay! Hi! I got a brand new opportunity for you! Piss off, wanka. I think that's the person we're looking for. Let's catch him before we lose his trail. Perry can play good cop, I'll play bad cop. No, we can't. Might just be an innocent bystander. Yeah, if we approach the wrong person, could alert the guy that we're actually after. We're running out of time, though. As soon as we get some confirmation, we'll make a move. We're gonna be doing some stealthing. Let's see, a person just now said he was from the Association for Better Migrant Working Conditions, right? Yeah, I'm not from Calvard, so he was asking if I was unhappy with my job. He said that in order to find more quality work, I should quit as soon as I can so that we can talk about other opportunities. If I'm being honest, though, I'm much more interested in having a stable income. Turned him down. Dan? Nah, he's gotta be our guy. The name, methods, no room for doubt. Can't have gone far. Let's follow him. Yes, need to put a stop to this. The street doesn't seem to be as crowded as the others. You think he's gone to meet someone? Might be our chance to find who's behind all of this. Let's try and keep it out of sight. Let's go. Too close to the target. Conversely, Same old, same old. Let's go stalking. Bomb, bomb. Thank God for high speed mode. Like, seriously, thank God for high speed mode. Whew. Unfortunately, the whole, like, found and lost meters just are pretty bad, to be honest with you. Like, that found meter just builds up so quickly. And that lost meter builds up, real quickly as well. And sometimes it's even when you can just straight up see them. Tailing missions, my beloved. That's a very interesting mission to consider to be your beloved, I'll be honest with you, Mangaga. I liked him a lot better in Judgment. Like, Judgment had some really good tailing missions. But, not so much this one. What am I even hiding behind right here? That's probably my biggest complaint, is how quick the meters build up. And, some of the hiding spots. Like, that does not look like a hiding spot in the slightest, but apparently it is. I can't see shit right now. Though, seriously though, thanks for the high-speed mode. I'm constantly so happy about the high-speed mode existing. Moments like this, in particular, just really shine as well, huh? Boom, 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 boom. You done? Oh, he's done. He's done. Too much waiting around for my taste. It's a good trailing mission, personally. Yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling that you were being a little sarcastic there. Judgment was pretty good. I didn't mind the way there was in Judgment. I felt like that game, it had like the perfect little balance of being able to hide from point A to point B, and it felt decent. It felt like felt very balanced. This one, though, doesn't feel as balanced, considering how quick those bars build up, and the things that you quote-unquote hide behind sometimes don't exactly exist. And sometimes you can lose somebody even when you're staring straight at them because your character can't see them or something like that. It's real weird. It's real weird. But oh well. I believe the gate leads to the old sewer system. Now that sneaking must mean they've got a secret meeting going on. That's definitely not the kind of place the employee of an MPO would drop by. Yeah, not likely at least. The alley's pretty narrow. We all try to cram ourselves in there, we get caught in no time. Mind giving us a hand, Quatre? Oh, I see. Sure, Theo should have no issue getting in. Be able to survey the scene for us. Theo, don't let them see you, but transmit everything into your surroundings, okay? Understood. Pursuing target in stealth mode. Sending visuals and sound to Quatre's Zifa. So convenient. Now was today's harvest. Not as good as we'd hoped. Seemed pretty content with where they were. Plan on going back to the construction areas of the suburbs. Had better luck over there. Well, I guess we do already have enough for the first camp. Shouldn't get too greedy. Anyways, delivery's right around after this. You'll be there, right? Yeah, after all the trouble I went through, I'll be sure to see them off. Besides, I want to ask the people up top who the client was. Probably better if you keep your questions to yourself. Anyways, I'm heading down to the subway to find some runaways that fit the bill. Yeah, if something comes up, just give me a holler. Did I hear that right? Yeah, it seems to be more dangerous than we thought. Absolutely cannot allow them to get away with this. And after all the guys are trying to help, it's just too cruel. Have to do something. And Target is leaving. Sounded like he was heading to the gathering place. Alright, let's keep after him. Yes, we should hurry. Oh, more stealthing? Oh, yippee, more stealthing. Yippee! Ba-wom. High speed mode. Ba-wom, 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 ba-wom. Ba-wom, 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 ba-wom. But yeah, could you imagine having to do all of these like, stealth missions, all of these, like, stalking missions? whenever, if you didn't have the high-speed mode. It would just take forever to get them to go to point A to point B. Like, don't be suspicious. I'm never suspicious. I am the most innocent say-so angel you have ever seen, met, or even heard of. This is a factual statement. Isn't that right, Anna? Isn't that right, Anya? Be so weak without turbo. Yeah. I remember playing Cold Steel 1 and 2, right? Like the PlayStation 3 versions of those games. And they did not have high-speed mode for those. Which was awful. It was legitimately awful. Earned 1 SP. Yippee! I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? That's not the answer that I paid you to say, Anna. I mean. But yeah, like, Code Steel 1 and 2, like, especially, like, Nord. Oh my god. Running around the Nord Highlands without the high-speed mode was just brutal. Oh, it was so brutal. He's in a car. Looks like he's headed to the suburbs. So to take down his license plate number. However, even if we manage to find a car, it's unlikely we'll be able to catch up to him. Maybe my friends will know his destination. Can I have a minute? Of course, Toa. Anything for you. You mentioned something about movement in the suburbs earlier. A bus that was transporting people. It has to be them. You saw it somewhere along Highway 8. Highway 8? I mean, the man was headed in the same direction. And that's our next stop. Sorry this was so sudden, but I appreciate the info. We'll look into it on our end. Don't worry about the rest. Good luck. Give us a call if you need anything else. I wish I could have heard the voice. Alright, looks like we managed to figure it out. Didn't think we'd end up relying on your friends again so soon. Let's go and see what these criminals have got cooking. And put a stop to whatever they're planning. I am guzzling the water today. Good God. I cannot get enough hydration in my system. I cannot get enough hydration. This is what we agreed to. He said you get better jobs for us. Where are you even taking us to? As I said, we're taking you to your new employer. Just as we agreed. Besides, it's not like you were able to find anything better in the meantime, were you? Damn you! Never should have listened to your crap. Nah. You have no right to refuse. You come with us, whether you like it or not. You're living outside the law, don't you see? Just stay quiet and do as you're told. And see, you finally decided to show your true colors. Sorry, but the Delore family won't be getting away with this one. How dare you take advantage of these people? We're putting an end to this. Forget about it! Do we have a speaker on the truck or something? Because how the hell did they hear us? You're targeting people looking for help just to do something like this? And just so you know, I've been recording this entire time. I'm sure there's enough for a quick conviction, too. Thanks for scouting ahead, Theo. How'd you manage to find us? Arkride Solutions? Ain't you the ones who landed us in hot water last year? Glad to hear we left such a good impression on you, folks. Then I don't gotta explain what we do with scum like you, now do I? Because we don't exactly bring out the tea and cookies. You're the recruiter for the Delore family, right? Pretty bold of you setting foot in the trade even though the Life family won't touch. You assholes must be so proud. All slave traders are the same. The only way to deal with them is to beat them senseless. Proceeding with area lockdown. All bystanders, please retreat to a safe distance. Don't worry about the people on the bus. I'll make sure nobody gets past. Hell yeah, Tawa. You think you can look down on us? You're not going anywheres. I'll make you regret sticking your nose where it don't belong. Maybe if you don't get on your knees and beg, we'll consider going easy on you. Uh-huh.
Let's see what you're made of.
Let's see what I'm made of, indeed. Anyways, I win the fight. Yippee!
No way.
I love doing that. I love doing that. It's so much fun. And they talk a big load of shit that I just hit him with one ass break and then, alright, we win. Fight's over. The amount of times I've done that. Ugh, so peak. If you're looking for someone to blame, take it up with your leaders. Alright, let's get them tied up. Oh, forget about it. Damn it, they've ruined everything. And if I can't win, at least make sure they lose. Think again. Hell yeah, Toa. How did you? Let's just say I have a lot of experience under my belt. Besides, there's no way I was about to let you go after all the harm you've caused. Well, you really thought we forgot about you? Must be the king of wishful thinking. Yeah, no dice, man. Got a hell of a lot to answer for. Better not skimp out on any details either. Fine. Surrender. Man, forget about it. After that, the man pretending to be part of the MPO was thoroughly interrogated. The Delore family's foray into the slave trade was indeed a decision agreed upon by their higher-ups. However, the shell company that was used as a front for the MPO was originally meant to receive illegal grant money. As for the reason they seemed to be targeting people from the north, the culprit had no idea. It was deemed to be knowledge above his pay grade. Thanks for handing them over to us. We've had our eyes on the Delore family's activities for quite a while now. I'm glad we could at least put one of their schemes to bed. Anyways, it's really okay for us to speak to the victims right now. Don't get me wrong, only giving you a few minutes. And even if you do have connections to Kincaid, just try and stay out of trouble from now on, alright? Okay. Try to keep my head down. Cody really does not like us. Excuse me, Agent Hubert? Yes, we were able to apprehend all of the mafia's collaborators. Hubert? As in, oh, God, what? Is that his, the first, oh my God, my brain. So many names and everything. Isn't Hubert the name of, that guy in Crossbow? Mafia's, that Marcus' like best buddy? God, my brain is just like all sorts of mush right now. Is that his name? God, or am I mistaken? It's bothering me. It's bothering me. I don't quite remember. It could be anybody, I suppose. Send to confirm with the 2nd External Affairs Division if it's related to the prior incident. From what we've learned so far, it seems that their client, given the demographics of the victims, they have no doubt that it's related. We'll have to do some investigations into their backgrounds. Something wrong, Agent Hubert. It's nothing for you to worry about. Anyways, I'll handle the follow-up. The Integrated Analysis Division should come to a decision once they've received all remaining details. We'll talk more then. Double agent student from the Lecter Daydream? Double agent student from the Lecter Daydream? Okay, yeah, I remember who that is now. Okay, that's who I was thinking about. Dudley is what I was thinking. For some reason, I was thinking that his name was Dudley Hubert. And I was like, what? Did Dudley, like, change his profession to, like, an agent now? I mean, why is he working with with Calvard instead of Crossbow? I was really confused for a second there. No, okay, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Mangaga. There's so many names in this game. Good God, there's so many characters. Well, as it stands, it sounds like we'll be formally taking charge of this investigation. We appreciate your cooperation thus far, but seriously, keep your hands to yourselves from now on, okay? Yeah, no need to tell me twice. Well, suppose we found all the missing immigrants. We can consider this job a case closed. Yes, I agree. However, I'm a bit worried that we're unaware as to why they were targeting migrants from the north of Zemuria. Also, what's the difference between immigrants and migrants? I don't actually know. The client was in need of people within the demographic. As for what reason, I don't really know. Yeah, it didn't really seem like the guy was lying down about that part either. Come to think of it, the guy from the CID said they were still worried about that particular client of the Delore families. A demand for people from the poorest walks of life. Not hard to imagine what they do with them. Yes, but we don't have any proof of further intentions they may have. We have to do more thorough investigation. Well, they can wait for now. I think we should worry about getting these people back home first. 12 games will do that to you with names? Yeah, 12 games worth of information is just a lot to keep in your brain. Then it's like, wait a second, this vaguely sounds familiar. This for some reason wants to connect to my brain, but the red string would be wild. The red string and corkboard would be wild. After taking a quick count of the people on the bus, Van and the others escorted them back to the capital. Upon arrival, the group went to report back to Conrad on the outcome of their job. Calvard Citrus. Is that what that said? That's cool. That's a cute little name for the bus. So at the end of the day, it was the Delore family behind it all. We're not completely sure why they had such a specific targets, but we did manage to bring everyone back safely. Thank goodness. I'm glad I asked for your help after all. Must say I'm surprised this was a scheme by the mafia, though. How could they be so cruel? I'm worried the victims will have a hard time recovering from the trauma. Yes, this is a valid concern, and as migrants without valid work visas, they have very little protection under the law. They were manipulated out of their chance for stability. Even if they were to report their damages to the police, they might just end up being arrested and deported. The guild should have no issue taking them in as a form of humanitarian sanctuary. But I suppose, considering their unlawful status, there should be a limit to how much they could do if officials were to intervene. You probably have to dismantle all the laws from the past century to get anything done. Man, this sucks. How do you want to deal with this, Chief? Well... Oh, God. We should aid the migrant workers, Guild and the ICO, Conrad? Yeah, I mean, probably just Conrad, right? Like, he's the one that's been, like, aiding them up to this point. Yeah, I'll just leave it with Conrad. It's the same thing. Immigrant is supposed to become the citizen and the migrant may be a combo of legal, temporary, or there for work. Oh, okay. Because I've always just heard immigrant. Whenever I hear anything about, like, immigrant workers or people, like, moving from one country to another one for whatever reason, I always hear immigrant. I never hear migrant. Like, when I think of migrant, I think more about, like, how, like birds will migrate over to, like, a different area, right? But, yeah, I don't know. Whenever it comes down to people, I'm always just used to saying immigrant instead. Everyone see migrants can be used for a more temporary stay? I see. Migrant is the new lefty term, to be frank. Ah, I see. I am old, and so I don't keep up with a lot of terminology. Teehee. I prefer to leave this up to you, Conrad. And Van? Well, I suppose it's part of my job. You just want me to place them all back into stable positions, right? I mean, I don't mean to sound so unsure, but is this really how you want to handle things? I get the feeling you're someone who actually cares about these people. Plus, you got the editor-in-chief vouching for you, right? Sounds like a good guy in my book. Honestly, I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, it kind of sounds like you're leaving it to chance. Look, these people must have some pretty good reasons for taking the risk to come and work in the Republic. And Conrad's done all this before, hasn't he? He knows his way around both the police and immigration. He'll get the jobs in no time. Isn't that right? Yes, take full responsibility and help them under the feet once more. I'll admit I do have my fair share of connections. Should be fairly simple to secure decent jobs for all of them again. As a member of the guild, this isn't something I can officially condone. Are you sure this is the choice you want to make, Van? Yeah, Spring's got to be steadfast in their decisions, you know? I think this is the best way to deal with the situation. Besides, it's not like I plan to leave it up to this guy alone. I don't trust him that much. If he goes back on his promise, I'll make sure he pays for it. Alright, I suppose we'll see how it all plays out. Naturally, if anything happens, the guild will have no choice but to intervene, just so you're aware. Anyways, thank you for all of your help. My workers were saved and I don't have to keep looking over my shoulder. I'll deposit the money into your account as soon as I can. Works for me. If you ever need help with anything else, just let us know. I have to make sure I give my thanks to Cunning again too. Yeah, I guess I'll be heading off now. Need to gather the crew and discuss our steps going forward. Okay, bye. I think it's about time I'm on my way as well. I'm sure we'll have plenty to discuss at the next ICO meeting. And probably have to do a bunch of research too. Thank you so much for all of your help, Miss Toa. I wouldn't have been able to solve this case without you. Yeah, I heard you were good, but you really pulled out all the stops. Might even come to you for help for future jobs. Well, I'll take that as a compliment. A farewell on, yes. Good luck with everything. Bye, Toa. Toa, manja tenchi. Done here, right? Whole thing left a pretty bad taste in my mouth. There's a few things I'm still worried about, personally, but we can at least rest assured that the victims will be taken care of. I think we can go ahead and call this a case closed. Should keep this whole situation in mind for the future, though. Yeah, if those villains ever show their face again, I'll tear them a new one. I'm sure the guild will have to raise their alerts from hearing all of this. If this is just a hint of what's going on in the underground, we might want to deal with the situation before it devolves even further. I'm worried that something like this will happen again. Van and Toa seem to have their suspicions of who the mastermind is, though. When the CID said about the certain demographics being targeted, maybe... I've got no idea, I'll be honest with you. I got no clue. Alright, tell me what you learned in our main investigation. Still haven't been able to find any details about their plan. However, it does seem like there's a chance they mean to take action soon. I assume that's why the CID has been on the defense against the second generation recently. So that's how they're connected. I'll continue the investigation on my end. Depending on what it entails, I may have to get the help from Angie or George. After the incident that Reen was worried about could also be a part of this. What's Reen worried about? Hey, yo, Raiders! Welcome on in. Leather, you're streaming? Oh yeah, I did see that you were streaming earlier, but I didn't realize that you were streaming while you were also in my chat. Wild. I did see that you were streaming earlier, but I was busy this morning. Oh, I had to do my morning workout and get some stuff done around the house, as per usual. Wasn't able to stop on by, but hey, appreciate the raid leather. Can we get a shout out for the Sly Brown leather? Also, my phone is that low on storage. Yeah, understandable. Phones don't have a lot of storage. Wait, so welcome in, Raiders. For anybody who doesn't know, I am Sky Accents, your punk VTuber, punk sad boy VTuber. And, yeah, I play a lot of JRPGs. We play a little bit of everything. This Friday, we're going to be bringing back Drunk Souls, whereas, a series that I get drunk and play a Souls-like game. And, yippee! The raid is unplanned. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, we're playing Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2 right now, and peak JRPG series. Absolutely peak. So, if that's your cup of tea, stick around. Would appreciate that. But if not, if you need a raid and run, all that stuff, totally understandable. What was you up to, Leather? What was the Sly Brown Leather doing today? I completely forgot that you was that you was streaming. My bad. But hopefully it was fun. Hopefully you had a good time. But regardless, the ball's in our court now. We need to find out exactly what's going on. As those who dealt with the shadows of the Empire, you might even say it's our duty. Right, this isn't about the Republic or the Empire. It's about the future. Let's give it our best going forward, Crow. That's who she was talking to the entire time.
Mission accomplished. Great job, you guys.
Great job, you guys.
Deposit confirmed.
Give me money, give me chaos. Yay, my chaos leveled up. Level 4 chaos, baby. Finally. Finally. Who's playing Smash? Oh, yeah, you did say you was playing Smash. I didn't realize you were... Yeah. You know what? My brain is just like an entire step behind right now. I totally should have figured out that you were playing Smash Bros. On stream. Yeah. Yeah, that's, that's just me being dumb right now. Whoopsie. Crow mention! I can't believe Reen's husband just got mentioned. Crazy. Wild. Power droplet, a Regulus caliber, all sorts of fun stuff. It has been a long time since I played Smash Bros. Though. I really should give it a try again. I really should play it soon. I don't think I actually talked to Gabriella. They mentioned Gabriella, and I don't think I actually talked to her whenever I was down and around through here. I want to give Yoda a good life, so I figured it might be best that I send him to Sunday school. I can't just allow him to go above all by himself now, can I? I mean, who knows what could happen during his classes? I have to be there. It means I have to close the store pretty often, though. What should I do? Oh my god, she's such a worrywart. I love how she's not worried about him running around the Blacklight District, but she's terrified about him going above ground. Like, lady, this is the more dangerous area around here.
Off we go.
What do you mean you're not worried about this? But I guess that's just mothers for you, huh? They're anxious about the things that they're not as used to. Sheena and Sarah! Woo! Nah, look at these two! Still baffling that time that we saw Sarah at a strip club. As a stripper. That shit was crazy. Sarah, Shahina, you're amazing out there.
Hi, Fairy and friends. We sure didn't expect to bump into you here.
Thank God for voice acting. I need to, like, take a nap.
Yes. Life is so hectic that we haven't been able to stay in touch. It really has been too long.
Since the end of the year, at least. Glad to see you're holding up okay. Yeah, you two really shredded your stuff back there. Looks like you managed to put out some pep into the step you were having problems with, too. Sarah! Shahina! These two are so cute. Oh, I love them.
We have you watching our rehearsals to thank for that, Judith. Once again, it's wonderful to see you, Van. And everyone else too, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Talk about a lucky break. I mean, we didn't even have to make an appointment first. Sounds like destiny to me. Right, sis?
Right?
Shahina, please.
1 minute in and they're already making a scene. At any rate, it's a relief to know you two are the same as ever. No kidding. Hey, that's not true. I've definitely changed. See? I've got sexy lady written all over me now. Not from where I'm standing. Your confidence is commendable, however. Don't worry, Shahina. You still have time. We can work at it together. Great. I've got Fairy feeling sorry for me. Jokes aside, though, Sarah's gotten a whole lot foxier, don't you think? Me? Shahina, what are you saying? Now that she mentions it, I have to agree. Too true. Having your dance appreciated by so many people has made a real positive impact. If you didn't have the markings of a star before, you definitely do now. It's like your old charms are coming at us in full force. I'm guessing you finally managed to accept yourself, Seriously though, made a real splash in the industry with that little sexy rebranding. Take my word for it. Judith, not you too. Hey, you have a big time star vouching for you. It's a good sign as you can hope for. Well, if you think so, Van, I'll give it my best effort. Surely changed her tune when Van said that. Hey yo. Sarah, I kneel. True. These two sisters are so adorable. Love them. Just be careful not to let any sleazebags out there take advantage of you. Believe me, there'll be a beating path to your door from here on out. And that's fine. Guys like that aren't her type anyways. Really? Then what is? Moving on. I'm sure you're all very busy. And we have another performance to prepare for. Good point. Sorry for holding you up. No, Sarah. Anyways, see you around, guys. Bye-bye. Oh, man. What a beautiful pair of sisters. And to think they're on such close terms with you. That aside, they're doing remarkably well in spite of all they've been through this past year. I think I speak for all of us when I say we're rooting for them. Oh, boy. Van can just never win. Even though he tries to play up the, you know, like the cool guy, right? Especially whenever Elaine's around him. He can never catch a break. Oh, right, they're over here. The Vern Store? Shaheen and I will be in the capital for a few more days before our tour moves on to its next leg. Unfortunately, we do have a performance coming up in a bit, so maybe we can talk longer another time. Nah, we should go eat at Walmart again. Alright, sounds like a plan. You two can teach me some more dance moves, too. How tall is Fairy compared to Shahina? Because they're about the same age, right? Yeah. Shahina's a little bit taller than Fairy. I should forget how old exactly everyone is. Nah, you know. Not like it really matters at the end of the day, huh? Let's go to the top of the Treon Tower, the observation deck. I haven't actually went up this way yet. I was going to, but then I forgot. Then I skull emoji for gore.
What an amazing view!
Mishy!
Twice as tall as the Great Spire, huh? Whoever built this must have been compensating for something.
We're finally here together.
Oh, yes. That's precious.
She looks like she's bursting with joy. Wonder why.
Okay, Van. Okay, Van. Oh, I'm here to play at Treon Tower today. Edith is so big. I guess it goes to show how small my own world is. Okay. Yeah. Whatever you say, buddy. Can I... Wait, is this... It's Brasilia. It's Brasilia. President has informed me that he was unable to attend tea today. After sincere condolences, some rather unfortunate business matters have cropped up in recent days. Oh, it's alright. I understand. Thank you for telling me. You know, now that I think about it, my father has contributed quite extensively to the capital's townscape, has he not? Indeed he has. Not only did the president aid in the formation of Edith's financial foundations, but he did so for the overall republic as well. And today, as he spends his time traveling cross-country, looking for investors to help spread his wealth to the surrounding areas. It's the first time I'm hearing of this. Perhaps my father deserves a more filial daughter. Filial? Mwah. Unless, do you think I'm capable of growing to someone my father could take pride in? Yes, Miss Brasilia. I truly do. You're quite the sensible girl, after all. Not to mention, all those lessons you've learned and the connections you've made. They'll lead you to heights never before seen. I feel like Brasilia's going to... What are you doing over here? I feel like she's going to become like a more important character later on. And Fairy's 14? Yeah, that's about what I was expecting. I was thinking like 14, 15, maybe even 16. Hello, what's up? Boom! Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, you found me. How did you suss out the location of my secret spy lair? Well, you're too late. The whistleblower documentation is long gone. My comrades are taken to the authorities as we speak. It's only a matter of time before the police descend on your mansion. Your days of swindling are numbered. Andro. Who the heck's Andro? You just got sucked into her world of make-believe. Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. I'm gonna retry and hopefully get no scuff this time. Oh, yo. Retry what? You're gonna retry stream? If so, hopefully it goes well for you, leather. But yes, thank you for the raid. I do appreciate you sending your community over to moi. To moi. Alright, we're done with the Trion Tower, Sintermarsh.
Let's be on our way.
This will be the last bit of stuff that we gotta do, I think. I think we got everything else. Oh yeah, I wanna go and have these things.
Gotta
And
treat
for
myself every
Turtle,
now
for
and then.
Van. Well, parameters up, strength and defense up by 5. Winged helmet for
You
Aaron.
expecting thanks?
Kind of. And the world from Solaris for Quatre. ATS and ADF up by 5. Grand Chardonnay SP for Judith. No. Strength and ATS by 5. Gem card for Van.
Gotta treat myself every now and then.
Gem card. Huh. I just got a bunch of these
Gotta
things.
treat myself every now and then.
Got some
I'll
for
treasure
Agnes
it.
as well. Where did I get these things from? ADF, ATS, plus 5.
I'll treasure it.
4.
Thanks.
Why do I got so many of these things?
Thanks.
Why do I got 2 of these things? Perimeter speed and agility up
What?
for
You
Fairy.
expecting thanks?
Strength and agility up for
take
Aaron. Gym cards are for the Mon Garden.
very
Ah, I see.
Thank you very much.
I see, I see.
Thank you.
Kind of funny that I got 2 for everybody.
Thanks.
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 May as well. Judith.
Don't mind if I do.
Shazuna.
You sure?
Sklim chain effect plus 10%.
You sure?
Shazuna, my queen.
hands.
Kincaid.
My thanks.
Huh, interesting.
Oh. Well, aren't you considerate?
Indeed.
Well, aren't you considerate?
Sailus, my
I
beloved.
thought you had poor taste. And here I thought you had poor taste.
Yeah, you know, you considering me, right, Leon considering that, Leon thinking that I have poor taste is not something that is that big of a deal. So I think that Leon has poor taste. Haha! Check out my wares. Check out my moves. Oh, it's Jack and Hall. Hal. That's right. And, when you two get to eat it. I was actually about to reach out to you. How's that for a coincidence? Been a while, guys. Say for Aaron and them anyways. Jack, Hal, pleasure to see you. Any particular reason you came to the capital? Nah, it's just that Longport's quieted down a lot lately. Figured that there was action to be had, it'd be here, so we made a trip of it. Wouldn't say much of note has happened since Nemeth Island, though. We are on the hunt for a couple of runaway kids, but you've never met them, so won't bother you with the details. That's so. Well, we'll let you know if we hear anything suspicious. Backing up a bit, said Longport's quieted down. What about Hayway? Nothing official yet, but we've pretty much got everything squared away. Just the way Sal wants it to. Figures. We got the whole story back on the island, but that doesn't make it any less pissed. There's a lot to take in, Sal defecting to serve his own family. Up until now, I'd have laughed at the idea, but anyone can pull it off. It's him. On a related note, old Gian and Fanlu are here in town too. Are they now? What for? I guess they have a whole slew of things to sort out now that Sal's left the Liu family. Could also be that they're just here to talk business. Whatever the case, it's not likely to have anything to do with our current objective. Yeah, should focus on what we're dealing with at the moment. Best of luck. Keeping an ear out for some garden master guy, right? Anything comes up, we'll pass it along. But in the meantime, I think I'll mosey into the capital's gambling scene if I can't make a few waves. Just don't get in over your head. I'm looking to clean up your mess. In fact, maybe I ought to come along and keep you from making any. Isn't that precious? Got your very own chaperone. Ah, stuff it. Oh. Pretty decent handle on what went down on Nemeth Island. Can't say the same about the Oathbreaker went through where the Oathbreaker went though. Doesn't sound like Ouroboros' other members are up to anything major either. But you can't be too careful after your getaway gone wrong, especially when it comes to those twins. You watch our backs, we'll watch yours, just like we did in Longport. Hell yeah. Been too long since my last romp in Edith. We'd love to play it fast and loose, don't get me wrong. Well, we've got monkey business going on all over the Republic right now, Longport included. Gotta have to make a little informant I am and gather some intel. I'll be sure to keep my ear to the ground for any gab on those kids that ran out on you too. Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Hal. Where am I going now? I guess I'm just like transitioning to a different town and I'll get like a phone call. Skyo Primo! Welcome and glad to see you. Thanks for stopping on by. How you doing today? How was the rest of E33? Hopefully you had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time with that. You got the sexy swimwear. It's not even all that sexy swimwear, but you know, for a non-modded addition to the game, right? Nice. It's some nice little extra eye candy you got there. But it seems to be having a good time. Although you was dealing with some sort of monster that was like... You had to perfectly parry all of its attacks, and then you was able to get a turn or something like that, which, oh, that looked awful. That looked absolutely awful. So, Ray, as well, glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Ray Faye. How you doing? Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. Hopefully you're doing well today. I'll do it later. Yeah. Are you? Are you, Brenmo? Because to be honest with you, I wouldn't blame you if you just never went back to deal with that thing, because that looked very annoying. But Ramadi, what's up?
A new tip just came in, fresh off the grapevine. I had a feeling you'd be in need of a refill right about now.
Thoughtful as ever. Lay it on us. Right, you see something curious has been going on over at the condemned sector of the Blacklight District. Condemned sector? It's a dilapidated corner of the district, the one where that red fairy appeared. Certain brands of criminals head up when they're looking to get away with whatever they want. So, what's the stitch over there? Lately, rumor has it that a stranger has been going in and out of the area. Now, I can't say whether this next part is necessarily related, but apparently the monsters that frequent the condemned sector have been found killed by what appears to be needles. Yo, that's Nadia. Does that mean it was Nadia? Sorry, hon, but can only tell you what I've heard. Not to worry, this lead should prove more than sufficient. We'll want to investigate this straight away. Yeah, let's gear up and head out. Thanks, Ramadi. Oh, you won. Let's call it on the house and leave it at that. If you need anything else, my line's always open. Wow. I'm at the end of the game. Ah, I see. Probably finish tomorrow or Sunday. Well, good luck with that, Brenmo. No, that game's pretty short, it seems then. Like,
let's roll.
Everything that I've seen anything about E33. Like, it seems like it's a pretty short game, all things considered. Either that or people just really enjoy the game, and so it might not be short, but they just play the hell out of it, and it basically ends up being... it doesn't take very long for them to beat said game. You're doing well. Glad to hear it, Ray. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I know you got sick on your birthday, which, that's always sad. That's always sad. Had to cancel your big plans, or your big streaming plans. Hopefully you get to do something special soon. I've been trying to figure out some sort of special event to do as well for hitting 1,000 on YouTube, but I don't know what to do. I want to do something community related, but at the same time, it's just considering it's like the middle of the day, I don't know how many people would actually be able to like join for some sort of like, I don't know, Smash Bros or whatever. And I feel like that's just, would that be enough? I don't know. I don't know. Story only would be very short, but the game is fun. Oh, hell yeah. I'll have to play it eventually, but like Zane did buy it for me, so I will play it eventually, but I don't think it's going to be on my list for a while, considering I've got plenty of RPGs to be going through at the moment. Inspire might do Drunken Ring with the crowd control. Hell yeah, Drunken Elden Ring. That Elden Ring is too long of a game for me to want to play Drunk Souls of Elden Ring. Way too long. Especially with crowd control. Oh boy. And you said you've never even played Elden Ring, so like... that's gonna be really rough on you. It's gonna be real rough on you, Ray. You're braver than I for indulging into that one. Elden Ring's like 20 hours to do everything. 20 hours to do everything in Elden Ring? I don't know. I spent like... I don't even know. I spent so much time exploring. Like, if you were just like focusing on the story, then yeah, maybe 20 hours, but like, I got so sidetracked and went everywhere. I went to every single nook and cranny of that map. I killed like every optional boss that I could find. And then just, I said everything? I don't know about that, Baridmo. I don't know about that one. Like, whenever the game first came out, I think I put like a solid like 200 hours into the game. And, I don't think I even did everything at that point in time. I put a lot of time into Elden Ring. Condemned sector is just past this gate. That's where those monsters were found stabbed to death by needles. It'll take us a long while to look into this properly. Then let's do it. Condemned sector, baby! We gotta go. We gotta go. We gots to go! March 20th, 2:15 p.m. This is the condemned sector. Feels stifling somehow. The air's just that stagnant. It's not really here. Can't say for certain yet. But if there's any chance she found a clue here that points to Swin, I wouldn't rule it out. It's great and all, but how do we plan on sweeping this dump? Why don't we begin by heading to where the Black Aurora was situated? If no one has any other routes in mind, then I guess we might as well. Genesis. Jackpot. Evidently this place is something worth our time. Yeah, it's your cue to buckle up and move. Let's sweep through this as far as we can. Okay. Whatever you say. Miscalculated 23 hours for me last time with optional bosses and everything. And was that, well, I mean, I guess that was probably your, not the first time that you went through the game though, huh? That was the last time that you went through the game. So, you'd already played through the game, you already kind of know where important things are at, things that you want to go and get, and not just being like, what's over here? What's over there? Where am I going now?
Looks like the gang's all here.
Oh yeah, we never opened up this door. I forgot about that. Excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. You're all level 20, so you're not worth my time. And your third time? Yeah, okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Because, yeah, like, definitely the first time that I played Elden Ring, I think I put in, like, a couple 100 hours. I'm thinking, like, 200 hours, give or take. A lot of time, at the very least. A whole lot of time for that game. But, if I played it again, I definitely probably would be able to cut those hours way down to probably, like, I don't know. Probably, I'd imagine at least, like, 50. But, who knows, who knows. And then, if I, stretching. And I'd keep playing it over and over again, right? So I can pretty much play Dark Souls 1 in, like, 10 hours, to be honest with you. It's not that long of a game. Hey, take a look at that. Those mantis things are annoying as shit. Yep, it's one of Nadia's needles. No mistaking it. Monster wasn't killed all that long ago. And then she can't be too far away. Ah, God, now I gotta fight 3 of these things. This is the worst monster in the area. His friends came by to get revenge. What do y'all say we help reunite them? Okay. Are these things gonna be... Oh, okay. These things are not level 20. That would have been too easy for me, huh? Would have been too easy. I want to get... Okay, I can go like right here. Make it count, Aaron. One of these Phoenix Dance, and then we'll go with... No, not that one. Why did I want to go press triangle? No idea. Magna slash 2. Oh, I missed the 1 point blank. Come on, Van. Cross Judge. I even have the one like sub part on my weapon that like increases my accuracy. And I'm still missing all these attacks. The hail. The hail, I say. The hail. Can I... Yeah, that hits all 3 of them. For 1 sword or thus. These things are pretty tanky. Okay, finally it's Rosette's turn. Kobo Curtain, my beloved. What's up, Flash? Welcome on in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stepping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. I'm gonna go power up double and then hit with Van's S-Break now. Yar, Vandalize Raid. One hit them all. And hopefully you're doing well today, Flash. We vibing around. Oh god, I forgot these things can heal up. That's so annoying. Chance of death blow, not a very high chance of death blow, but a chance of death blow. So I may as well. May as well. No death blow? No. No. Yeah, nothing too crazy so far. Just done a bunch of side missions, running around Edith. And we're just now getting into the main story again. Nadia is supposed to be around in this area. So, you know, we're just going to see if we can find our girl. Find our girl. I need to not use up all of my craft points. Just about to break on shields. Okay, with one of these. Don't mind using Van's big attack. Because he has the one thing that boosts up his craft points. God damn you, healing up. Stupid asshole. Stupid asshole. Sword Ortas. May as well. Boost up craft points and everything.
Here's my chance.
My chance. I really don't want to use this again because it's so expensive, but at the same time, I might get a death blow. Okay, well, I killed those 2 at the very least, so maybe not death blow, but good enough. Womp. There we go. Easy. Easy. I noticed that's my, like, other there's that whole meme, right? Of like, when I'm happy, I say. When I'm sad, I say. Like, whenever I'm like victorious in a game, or like I do something well, right? Like whenever I win a mini game or win a fight, I'm always like, easy. Like that's my go-to like victory saying. And then like whenever I lose something, or like something doesn't work out the way I intend to, like my default go-to phrase is just unfortunate. Like I'm an NPC, and those are like my my default phrases. The coast is clear. Looks like it is. Something the matter? Nah, it's nothing. Is that not actually Nadia's needles? Something glowing on the ground. It's the key to the gate we passed on the way. Let's pull back and continue on from there. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess we're going that way now. Well, now I should actually fight some of these things, considering...
Much better.
I do need to grab my craft points back up, so... I guess we'll start fighting some things here and there. Unfortunately, I don't have Nadia, so... A lot of these, like, grinding up their craft points, it's a lot slower. Was that 25 just to Elaine, or was that to everybody? I don't actually know. Don't actually know how that works out. 5, 34. I didn't pay attention to whether or not how much Van had. I only remembered how much Elaine had. Is this even gonna do anything for me? Now that I think about it, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to break them considering my.
You picked the wrong.
Watch out! I spot enemies.
I'm not gonna be able to break them considering I'm just so strong. I'm so strong. Give me you, excuse me, pardon me. Probably be things in here, right? Where's the thing at? Okay, not this one, not yet, I guess. Whatever. Another. They're down. I can actually get this one. Oh, and a craft point for... I'm just gonna do this. Wait, hold up. Defend.
Here's my chance.
Yeah, give Rosette the craft points. That's not bad, actually. Yeah.
That went better than I anticipated.
Is this not the door? Oh, it's that door over there.
Shame, Reset.
I forgot about that door, to be honest with you. Because, to be honest, I didn't even pass by that door. This is the door that I always remember passing by. Completely forgot about this one over here. Whoopsie. Whatever. Is what it is. I speed mode my beloved. Break. Break. Boom. Boom. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey.
I see me some small fries.
Yeah, not interested in small fries. Not any of these level 20 small fries.
Back to work.
Back to work. Yeah, I'm waiting to see. Okay, these things are probably going to be. Yeah. And probably, yeah. I don't honestly want to be in this fight right now, to be honest with you. Because that, the big guy right there. I could do something though. Yeah, I could do sort of Orta's. It's so expensive. Wouldn't be a bad idea though. That one, follow with Van's attack. Everybody gets a good old craft point boost. Yeah, look at that. That's actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. Do I want to fight this thing or do I want to just leave? I kind of want to just leave. Goodbye. Haha, teehee. Haha, teehee. I'm just leaving now. Don't want to fight these things? Yeah, sure. But yeah, like, Nadia is just a lot of fun to use in these encounters. Like, she's just very, very, very useful. Like, her attack doesn't require that much craft points. So getting these like, shard boost attacks are real simple. Real easy. So to be honest with you, that's not too bad either. Yeah, that one wasn't too bad.
Hey, don't burn yourself out, Elaine.
Don't burn yourself out, Elaine. I want to go up or do I want to go down? The age-old question of which way do I want to go? Which way is the incorrect way to go?
Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
Yeah, I'd rather not fight that thing.
Looks like a chest.
Give me titanium charm. Good enough. Good enough. Excuse me, pardon me, get out of my way. I'm going this way. Yippee! I'll fight these things, though. I'll fight these small fries. They're down. Anybody that I should link up with? I guess Aaron. Boom, sharp boost, long grin. Attack that. Yeah, that's not a bad combo right there either. That's basically the same as what Nadia's is. Although Nadia has a lot better... She's ranged combat, right?
Splendidly done, Miss Eau Claire.
Which is a lot more useful for
Treasure.
those active fights. For the active combat fights. Really enjoy that. I hope we get Nadia back soon. I just feel so weak without her. Sha, sha, sha. They have, I just feel like they made these a little bit, like, easier. They made these a little bit simpler, which I'm very happy for. All of these, like the active fights, like the way that you dodge roll through stuff. Most of the time, I have no issues. But then again, that might also just entirely be because I have played the game enough, right? That I've just gotten better at the game standard. I'm gonna assume this is probably not a thing I can open up yet.
Gate? We will likely need another key similar to the last if we wish to unlock it.
Might be one somewhere in the condemned sector. Let's do a shard search.
Alright, but I want to investigate first. No? Okie dokie. Shard search. Nothing around here? Okay, fine. I was gonna take a drink there. I was hoping there to be some sort of interaction. Fortunately, you already did the interaction, so... Whoopsie. It's fine, though. They're all basically just dead. No point.
Nice.
Nice.
That went great.
Thanks for helping, Van.
Evade 3, that's really good. Who do I have evade on? I got evade on Van. Yeah, sure, why not? Evade, I have an evade 2 as well that I haven't been using. Evade 2's there. Probably should do that then, huh? I'll put evade 2 on Van and then on Aaron, evade 3. Yeah, there we go. God, I miss how nerfed the dodge tanks are. Like, the dodge tanks in Code Steel, right? We're just so broken. Oh, I miss them. I miss it so much. Boink, boink, boink. Like, I miss my, like, 120% dodge tank fee that did, like, 300 times damage with every dodge.
Really holding your own out there,
Looks like some good loot.
Man, that shit was crazy. They really nerfed the way that dodge tanks work. Makes it a lot more balanced, I suppose, but I want to just break the game. I just want to break everything. That's the best part about statistical JRPGs, right? Being able to just absolutely break everything that's going on. I don't want to be in that. No, thank you. Sama-san, I'm running away. Ooh.
Looks like some good loot.
I got a fancy chest over here. Security level 2. Ugh.
Leave it to me.
It's funny playing Legend of Heroes, right? Considering time goes by so much faster. Like yesterday, we beat the last Faith, and then I just like Zatsu'd for a while. And like, it was a good time, don't get me wrong. But like we it was only like a 2 hour, like 2 hours, 2.5 hour stream. What the hell am I doing here? Oh, I should need to probably do the things with the, like the check and all that, huh? Bonk. Oh, this one. Triangle. Bonk. Should probably do this one as well, huh? Bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. Yippee! Easy. Easy collab. But yeah, like we're already at like the 2 hour mark, and like I'm nowhere near being done, but like I was like completely done after like 2.5 hours yesterday. Ultra Ooze. Oz, Ooze, whatever. Not too interested in that, but sure. Seems like it loops back to where we were earlier. Might as well open it. True. Operated without a key card. Nice, nice.
It seems we have a way forward.
Well, more like a way backwards. So technically I was right, and that's the way that we needed to go. I was just, you know,
Now we're talking.
went the wrong way.
Stop.
Wow. There it is. There it is. Check. Is this monster blood, or is this, I like how the sepith is like frozen in place. Interesting. Could this be Condemned Sector Keycard 4?
I found the key.
Good job, Fairy.
That gate is as good as unlocked.
Going backwards now. I don't want to deal with any of yous. I said I didn't want to deal with any of you. I said I didn't want to deal with any of you. Get out of my way. Stupid monsters. Get in front of me like that, locking me in. What do you think this is, a Souls game? Nah, fam, nah. God, speaking of Souls games, I'm so excited to play another Arkride Treasure on Friday. Doing drunk Souls. Be drinking some alcohol.
Nice. Back to work.
Gonna have some friends in the VC. Gonna be chilling, playing video games, playing a Souls game. Ain't no better way to end the week than with a drunk Souls. Although it does get a little taxing on your liver after a while, so you know we try not to do it too often. Bum 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 ba-dum.
Someone's there.
Looks like a woman.
Is it Nadia?
Doesn't look like it.
Nah, doesn't seem like it.
You've arrived.
That voice.
I don't get it. What are you doing here? Ashen!
Oh.
What am I doing here? What other reason could there be? I came for you, Aaron. And you as well, Van Arkride.
Not Sal?
So I can exact my revenge on you for throwing away your humanity.
Huh?
Revenge?
Doesn't sound like she's messing around.
She singled you two out by name. Any idea what she's referring to?
Not really, no.
It's me. No disrespect, Ashen. I can't remember doing anything to offend you. That said, I don't much appreciate being lured here the way we were.
So those needles we thought were Nadia's, they're fake?
You have a lot of nerve, playing up the innocent act.
Is she missing part of her ear? Or no, it's probably like clipping through like a something in her hair.
I was a fool to believe I could trust a Spriggan. But I did. And now, Aaron is just as tainted as you.
You know, we could probably talk this out, because I don't know what you're on about, lady.
Give it a rest, Ashen. Would you just back up a minute and explain what the hell's going on?
Yeah, please?
There's no need for that.
Okay.
Your attitude says it all.
Okay.
This is the end of the road for both of you.
You know, I beat up your Zhao Shou many times before.
So the Xiongshou were hiding too?
It seems self-defense is our only option.
Yes, we need to clear up this misunderstanding.
First, we gotta knock these guys out.
The amount of times we fought somebody because of a misunderstanding. Way too many times. Way too many freaking times. I'm gonna put my happy ass right here. I'm gonna bring Aaron over here, doing the same old, same old. Oh, reliable. Oh, these guys are actually still alive. That's crazy. Side attack all of them. Beautiful. That guy's done for. This guy's still up and kicking. Interesting. Ouchie. That did almost some damage to me. Almost did damage to me. Yeah, I can hit on them all. Elaine, get up in there with this. Bwomp. Ouchie, my shields. They've been slightly damaged. Oh no. However, will I cope with this almost slightly damage that you've done to me? Fighting human characters is always so funny because of this. Oh yeah? Damage up? Wow. Can't wait to take all that to see how strong this attack's gonna be. Wow. Look at how strong that attack was. I quaking in my boots over here. I can get 2 side attacks there if I really want to. I can just focus on this one and get the boosted. I'll just do this, I suppose. Wait, that's a very odd side attack. Yeah, we'll just do this and call it good. Magna Slash. That guy's feared, and he's done. Easy. Palladius Ray, level 2. Nice. Good job, Agnes. You're getting there, girl. So.
All that hassle, and for what?
True.
It's about time you calmed down and told us what this is about.
You think this is over? Not by a long shot.
Okay.
These bastards don't know when to...
Oh.
Aaron!
We're gonna get a death here, huh?
Where did that come from?
Getting a dead end here.
Shit. Should have known there'd be more of them skulking around.
shuriken to the back.
Van, too?
Those weapons are poisoned.
Yippee!
We have to split up.
Right. We'll hold these guys off.
Okay.
Son of a...
Talking will just make it worse. They're showing signs of neurotoxicity.
This poison is both fast-acting and lethal. There's nothing we can do.
No, you can't be serious. Van, please open your eyes.
Wop 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 wop.
Goodbye, Van Arkride. Goodbye, Aaron.
Even the trio's villains never locked in as hard. Ashen at 1000% power. It's wild, ain't it? They're really just living up all of the deaths that this game has, huh? I'm just going to town with it. Why all the way back here? Just get the new area? Whatever. We'll go back to this one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man, I'm so jaded with characters dying because of that right there. The coast is clear. Looks like it. Wow, a needle. Aww. Something the matter? Ah, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. Now I guess we'll investigate the needle, huh? Turns out my gut was right the first time. These needles are a red herring, and Ashen was the one who planted them. Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? I'm getting that same feeling we had back on Nemeth Island. Me too. Must have gone through a rewind. Somebody died. Somebody died. It was Aaron and Van this time. So you two really did die. Well, that won't be happening a second time. Right, not if we can help it. How many times have we died? Actually, I think that might be Aaron's first death. But Elaine's died like 5 times. Van's died like 3 times. We've died so much in this game. At any rate, there are 2 key parts of this that we don't understand. Yes, the first of which is that what could have driven Miss Lou to deceive us in this way? And the second is who offed Van and me from behind? That's the question. It's not impossible that there were more Zhao Shou skulking in the corners. But the moment we went down, my nose picked up an entirely different smell. That means they have a totally separate group working with them. But who? Couldn't even get a glimpse of whatever you in, let alone who used it. Judging by their sleight of hand, these must be trained assassins we're dealing with. Yeah, but as it stands, trying to follow up on that will be more trouble than it's worth. We're better off looking into Ashen's motives first. About that, she isn't the only member of the Liu family who's in the capital right now. True, Sao and Fanlu are here as well. Or, Gian. If anyone knows something, it should be them. Gian and Fan. Yeah, they're probably our best bet. I don't actually know where they are, but quick call could fix that. Mind sorting that out for us, Aaron? Bet your ass I mind. But whatever, just give me a few. What an asshole. In response to his inquiry, Aaron was informed that Gian and Fawn were moving from place to place to observe the capital. He then learned that they could meet with the pair in the Vern store at the Trion Mall. Their schedule's pretty packed, but they said they could squeeze us in. Trion Mall is only a short ways from here. No time to lose then. Swing on by. Yippee! Is he gonna teleport me out of here? Please? Yay! Act 3, Route A, a hollow vengeance. Oh god. March 20, 3:30 p.m. Hi.
Aaron, Arkride Solutions. Good of you to come.
Do you guys want me to die too?
I see you have made an exceptional addition to your group since our last encounter in Longport.
Oh, yeah, Elaine. I was like, huh? Who? Elaine's been with us for so much of the game that I kind of forgot that she's the exception. Please don't mind me. I'm only here in a collaborative capacity. Sorry again for calling you out of the blue like this. There's just something we want to check in about. I'm sure you have better things to do, so I'll get down to brass tacks. I want to ask you about Ashen. As I suspected, she has indeed been acting strangely these past few days. As a matter of fact, we haven't been able to contact her at all since this morning. In a similar vein are a number of Sao's former subordinates who remain in the Liu family. They too are unaccounted for. From what we can surmise, they would seem to be accompanying Ashen. Sao's former subordinates? Should have known that bastard had something to do with this. I'm guessing Ashen still isn't over him leaving the Liu family. Correct. While she may have gotten it through her head, her heart is still lagging behind. It's only natural, after all. She had been in Sao's company since the tender age of 5. It was over 12 years ago when we first came to the Liu family as a boy of 17. So he's 29, so he was 17 when she was 5, so there's a 12-year age difference between Sao and Ashen. Which is pretty substantial, to be honest with you. Like, you know, after a handful of years, that won't be a big deal, but like, I don't know, man. Because, like, if you think about, like, a 40-year-old and a 52-year-old, it's like, yeah, it's okay, whatever. Who cares? But like, an 18-year-old and, like, a 30-year-old, or I guess she's 17 years old, and he's 29, that's a pretty substantial difference. Like, me, I'm at 28 right now. I'm not looking at any 16 or 17-year-olds. Just saying. I don't play enough Minecraft for that. He was rather wary of us at the outset. I've heard the story more times than I can count. It was at the Hekizanro Inn in Longlai, which your house has connections with. You were there for a family trip. Even back then, Ashen was a bundle of curiosity, so she managed to run off without anyone noticing. And Sal was the first one to find her, right? Yes, thanks to his remarkable perspectivity. Upon discovery, Ashen was in the middle of a crying fit, but when Sal guided her through Longlai, she soon broke into a smile, as if by magic. No. In retrospect, that might have been what caused Sao to relax his guard against the Liu family. When put in those terms, I'm inclined to agree. So that's how the two of them got started. Yes, it may well be one of Ashen's most treasured memories. Her sudden shift over the past few days is undoubtedly related to Sao. But even then, there's still parts of the story that don't quite mesh. Such as? What indeed? All of you feel much the same, do you not? What else would we be here asking about it? Before we started going in circles, let me make something clear. For some reason, your little lady's got a personal death warrant out for me and Aaron. Don't suppose you have any idea why. That's quite a revelation. Hearing it does put some of Ashen's recent behavior into context. Nevertheless, I'm afraid I still cannot speak to her motives. Let us assume that what you say is true. If you are aware that she seeks your demise, responding accordingly should be well within your means. Make it sound so easy. Even after all you've heard, still just going to sit on your hands. Naturally, cannot overlook any who violate our regulations, not even my beloved granddaughter. But be that as it may, our attention is on the matters of greater import at present. Heiwei's internal conflicts have yet to be officially resolved. Our current visit to the capital is but one facet of that. Forgive us, but would you mind handling my daughter for the time being? That was the plan anyways. We'll look past the doublespeak here and say we get the message. That didn't really help us out any, though. Well, at least they heard us out. Didn't sound like either of them knew much about the situation, though. I was hoping they'd give us more help, but looks like we're on our own. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. What we need is a way to deal with those mystery pricks who caught me and Van off guard.
Hey, fancy seeing all of you here.
Ah, and there she is. Our meal ticket. What's up, Shizuna? My beloved! Ikaruga's vice chieftain. Always popping up when we least expected, but when we need you the most as well. Don't tell me you're here on another job like you were back in Longport.
Sorry to disappoint, but not this time. Real talk, I've just been treading water while I think out my next move.
Something troubling you? Let's take this somewhere more private. Like the bedroom. Hey, yo, girl! So what's going on? The thing is, Kuragane and the others have been mobilizing behind my back. I was kind of thinking like that shuriken kind of made me think about Ikaruga, but I don't know. Maybe Kuragane is going behind Shizuna's back though to deal with us for some reason. It's obviously for some kind of mission, but heck if I know any more than that. That's worrying. Ikaruga's second in command, no? Can they really just circumvent your authority? Who is Ikaruga's, like, top leader, though? I mean, I'm guessing it's her father or mother, but, like, I don't know much about them. It's not totally out of the question if they're acting out on special orders. Still, you'd think I'd at least get a grasp on it. It's the part that rubbed me the wrong way. So I came into town to scope things out, and BAM! There you guys were. Holding out on me, are we? Nah, it's just... sounds an awful lot like what's going on with Ashen. And if Ikaruga's on the move... Ikaruga explains the situation to Shizuna, taking care to work around any details regarding the rewind. So, the little lady from Heiwei wants your head on a platter, but you don't know why. And on top of that, you think she's getting help from a third party. Yeah, that being said, we can't say for sure that she has your shinobi with her. Well, if she does, I can't just let it slide. That means I'll be tagging along, in case it wasn't obvious. Hell yeah. I figured as much. Good to have you. We'll need all the backup we can get. Always a good time with Shizuna in the party. With that, Van and the crew once again made their way to the condemned sector of the Blacklight District, only this time with Shizuna in tow. Peek.
So this is the condemned sector. Huh. I'm definitely sensing someone in here.
Oh, could it be Kurogane?
Nah, he wouldn't let himself get caught that easily. What I'm sensing is pretty eerie. Well, I guess we'll figure out what it is when we're at the end.
Curse of Calvard.
Let's hop to it.
The Curse of Calvard is real! Yeah, you thought that the Curse of Erebonian was bad enough. Now get ready for the Curse of Calvard. Mwah! Alright, we need to get over this way, and then who do I want to have in my main party? I kind of want to swap Elaine out for Shizuna. TBH. Boop, boop. There you go. And we're where we should be now. 649. Damn. Yeah, she's the strongest one we've got. So, bwomp, bwomp. There we go. 649. Yeah, 661, 658. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Not too bad, though. Not too shabby. But yeah, I think, like, Shizuna is definitely, like, really went up the rankings in my, like, my waifu list of Legend of Heroes, right? Like, her and Salis are premium waifus in Daybreak. Definitely some of my top 2. Oh, well, well. You can already sense it, huh? One thing at a time, though. Yeah. We're here, Ashen, just like you wanted. So cut the crap and show yourself.
You figured out it was me, yet here you are anyway. All that tells me is that you've made your peace with death.
Might want to check your math on that. I know that you're still hung up on what happened with Sao, but what I don't get is how that justifies taking it out on us.
That's a fine thing to say. You don't even have the right to speak Tao's name.
Okay.
Not when you're the ones who killed him!
Ah, I see. Sao faked his death. Okay. And he put the blame on us? Thanks, Sao. Really appreciate you putting the blame on us killing you. I'm lost. What are you lost with, Flash? What are you lost with? Basically, like what just happened there. And now I'm not. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Ashen had some sort of vendetta against us. I had no idea why. And, well, there he goes. There he goes. Of course Sao put the blame on us. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, he would, wouldn't he? He could have just faked his death anyway, shape and form, but no, he had to involve us. Asshole. Huh? Say that again. What is she talking about? Sao's not even dead in the first place. Don't take me for a fool. Van Arkride, Aaron Way. Back on Nemeth Island, you exploited Sao for all he was worth. Hey, yo. In the end, you pushed all the blame on him, then killed him to keep his mouth shut. When did that happen? I don't think this is just a misunderstanding. We've seen that Miss Liu has her own version of the facts, one she is thoroughly convinced of. That can't be possible. Or is it? Get a grip already, damn it. You're beyond forgiveness. I will have my revenge. Okay. I'll beat up all your playmates and then...
Spirit unification.
Oh, she's going that hard immediately. That's a little unnecessary, but I'm down for it. I love unnecessary bullshit. Whoo,
I can
Shizuna.
see you two hiding. Plain as day.
She's so... she's so badass. No! I knew you'd come in handy, but damn! Divine Blade of Silver. She's on another level entirely.
Now then, isn't it time you came out to play? Kurogane?
Kurogane.
Why do you interfere?
Oh, no you don't. I'm the one asking the questions here.
The 1000% is yours, truly. What's up, Arcalius? Welcome, and glad to see you. Thanks for stopping on by.
Just what do you think you're doing behind my back?
Ah, I see now that the message must not have reached you. This mission is under direct orders of the chieftain. Even if you should oppose us, we are prepared to fulfill it at the cost of our lives.
Oh. Well, isn't this something? I thought they were being controlled, but their chi is flowing freely. Which means... So the Divine Blade of Silver is against us too. In that case... Oh god. Her aura! There it is! The source of what's warping them. That power. It's the Crimson Grendos. Red eyes. Ah. You gotta be shitting me! She's corroding the space around her! I see what you mean by the 1000% now. But wonderful, terrible idea for a collab. Post the deets in the collab Discord. Okay. I'll check that out later. And yeah. This is very pretty though.
Surroundings changed.
There's that waterfall I trained under. Long Lai Poo Poo.
Boo boo. Oh yes, the time when you gave Van a free show.
This place came up during Mr. Liu's story too. I'm not sure how, but it seems to operate off the same mechanisms the Garten does.
How?
So anything goes, huh? I'll bet anything that Ashen's regrets are what brought us here.
Apparition, to me. Heed my call and smite my foes before me.
She reminds me of Sheena from Tales of Symphonia right now. And I love Sheena. Bewitching Spectre. Yakonyo. Noe.
Cryptid from the east. It's that new way we fought before.
Makes me want to play Neo.
Princess, I will expend every effort to carry out my assignment.
Okay.
Sounds fun. Just don't start complaining when we return the favor.
Hell yeah.
Damn straight. Let's show them what we've got, people.
Do what it takes to push them back.
I'm gonna do more than push him back. I'm gonna push him 6 feet under.
I'm sorry, Princess. I cannot back down.
Okay, whatever you say, buddy. Go this way. Power up double. Can I... heavy stun. Eternal halter? Yeah, I think that's the one. Followed it up with an S-break. That'd be sexy. Be some sexy damage out range. Yeah, Van, let's do it. Oh, wow. How much do they got? Now I'm thinking about it. 44, 72, 30, 96. Not too bad. Not too bad overall. Alright, Vandalize Raid. Same as always. Deal with these clones, deal with Kuragane, and deal with the giant monster in the back. Nothing too bad.
Forgive me.
Nothing to forgive, Kuragane. That kind of looked like a death blow, though, which was very scary. God, if only Reset was a little bit higher in the turn order. Duality's a very cheap skill, so I might want to go with this one. I can also boost up once, and then I can probably follow up with a big attack. Yeah, I can totally follow up with a big attack, so... Yeah, do that. Duality hurts a lot. Then I'm going to go ahead and follow with a Gleam as well. Get rid of all of his Kuragane's extras, and bring him down to half health as well. Damn. We're doing damage already.
Now then, let's do
Internet crashing, or is it the stream? Oh, it looks like we have lost a little bit of bitrate, but it wasn't that much. Yeah, we're not, we had a small little drop there, it seems, but only a small drop. We're back now. Yeah, we only dropped, like 400 frames, so it shouldn't be too bad. Hopefully it wasn't anything too crazy, though. Hopefully it wasn't during a cutscene, at the very least. That's the hard thing, like, I don't get to see any of the, like, warnings now about whether or not something's dying or not, so... That's, a bit annoying, but it's fine. I'm sick. Just for a moment, my bad. Oh, gee. Nah, it's fine. So long as it wasn't during, like, a story point. If it's just me, like, fighting these things, then it doesn't really matter too much. But, yeah. They are such a huge waste of resources. Yeah. Yeah, it is, but that's how it always be, huh? I kind of want to do a big attack here, but at the same time, I kind of want to wait. I could at the very least do this, though, huh? I could at the very least do that. Yeah, I can wait for Van's turn as well. Yeah, so I'll do basic attack. May as well attack the new A. Yar. Yar. Yar, I say yar. And then Cobalt Curtain, wait for Van's turn. Yeah. Everybody get the shields. And then we can heal it up a bunch. That's annoying. Whatever. get a critical, though, with this thing, so we take those. Stream just for a second. Yeah, but was it during, like, a... Was it during, like, a cutscene, or was it just during, like, the fight itself? So if it's just during the fight itself, it doesn't really matter so much. And we're back now. Just a little hiccup. I'll show no mercy. You're frozen, so you're gonna be showing a lot of mercy. Did I get impede? Nope, didn't impede that. Nah. Idiot's frozen. Baka des, nah. Do I have anything that impedes? Death Flow, Insight, Quick, Alone. Nope, not really. Whatever. Basic attack. Should I defend? Ah, just basic attack. I already have my shields, so I don't need to defend if I have shields. No target? I was in the middle of its attack radius. Sure, whatever. We'll take it, though. We'll take that. Alright, Shizuna.
I must carry out my duty.
I mean, I may as well do duality just because it's cheap, but not much else going on right there. Should I maybe link out with somebody else and like swap Aaron out? Probably should, to be honest with you. Yeah, I can do like this. Miss Ikaruga. Or Mitsurugi? Yeah, Mitsurugi, that's what it is. Ikaruga's the name of the group. I can do this one. Oh, we can even get a side bonus on this one. Nice. Mr. Arkride. Infernal Hades Blade. Yeah. Misguarded. Whole lot of nothing. Shields are getting kind of low. Yeah, sure, whatever. No, not yet, actually. I wanted to go with a basic attack for now. I like where this is headed. Gotta love Shizuna so much. Stupid thing healing up again.
Don't screw with me.
Only like 3,000 though, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna swap you out though for Elaine. Cause he doesn't got like much of anything to his name. I could go with the Sword Ortis. Get a nice CP recovery, but we're all pretty decent right now. Might want to just stick with it. 84. I should probably wait until the stun meter. Well, I mean, we got... Yeah. We'll wait for the stun meter for now. I could do a big attack, but I mean... I don't have a lot of shards at the moment, so if I can stun this thing and then use a big attack, that probably would be the better idea. You're next, Shizuna. You want to use duality again? We could do something even fancier. Something like this. Sure hit, 92. Basically, we'll just murderize Kuragane, so yeah, sure, whatever. I may as well, right? Is he frozen? No. A lot of nothing there. That thing's frozen, though. We'll take that. 83. At 7,000. 35,000. 97. That's not too shabby. I can do... like this, right? It's 99%. Okay, yeah. I could try this attack. Yeah. Do this attack. So got that big guy, that big funky monkey almost done for. We'll stick with... Should I do something fancy here? No, okay, so yeah, we'll do... Yeah, we'll link it with Shizuna. That puts the thing at 1,000. And then, yeah. I want to use Elaine right now. Do some big damage to both of them. Yeah, let's attack both of them. That'll finish off Kuragane and do, yeah, nice 10,000, 13,000 damage to the big monkey. Love that shit. And then, yeah, I mean, I may as well just use this to do a little bit extra damage. What's the biggest attack that I can do? Duality? Yeah, sure, whatever. We got the EX chain, so we take those. That one. Follow up with this attack. 12,000 damage, 3,000 remaining. I don't know if this is going to be enough to kill. What's a Lightning Chaser 2? We can try it. This thing's going to be frozen, so not even that big of a deal. Yep, we're done.
That's how it goes.
Peek! Impressively done. The Crimson Corrosion's thinning out. Just like my hairline. I'm kidding. I wish my hairline was thinning out a little bit more. Oh, I have such thick hair. It's actually kind of an issue. Our surroundings have returned to normal. Now's our opportunity to bring her back to her senses. Got it. Slap her! Slap her! Ashen, pull it together, would you? Just listen to what you're saying. Do you seriously think we murdered Sal? Since when was that prick the type to just roll over and die on someone else's terms? Aaron? Looks like we're just a small push away on this end, too. Stand still, Kurogane.
What came over me?
She cut out the corrosion. You can do that? This katana is specifically made for exorcisms. Not a one-to-one for the situation, but close enough. I doubt I could have tried it out against anyone but Kurogane, though. If I had been off by even a hair, it would have sliced his soul right out.
Princess, I'd have preferred you cut me down where I stood.
Surely you don't mean that. He betrayed his princess, even though it was not his intention, right? Well, luckily for him, it worked out perfectly. Though, I think Ashen still needs an extra nudge. It looks like it.
No matter what you say, it's a fact that Cao's gone.
Is it?
If you really want to claim he's alive, then bring him here and show me!
If it were that easy, we already would have.
Speak of the dragon, and he shall appear.
God damn it, Cao. Always when we need him most.
Cao?
Ah, swell. Just how much of this did you see coming?
Why, this is no more than mere happenstance. The result of a stray rumor reaching my ears.
That's right. We wouldn't have traveled all this way to the capital without an express purpose.
Cao, is it really you? Thank goodness. That means it was all a lie. Your death, you leaving the Liu family, all of it.
Well, about that second part. About that, Ashen. Regrettably, Lady Ashen, I have indeed made my departure from the Liu family. Additionally, I have one further report to make to you all. Just the other day, all 6 families, aside from the Lius, have recognized the establishment of the Li family. I notified both Gian and Fan Lu of this development not too long ago. I, Fen Li, also known as Gao Long, shall act as the new head of household. Oh boy, the weird sexual tension. He's gonna be playing on Cao's strings. Okay. Plot convenience. Yeah, really. Truly though. Pikatana, yeah. Shizuna's just a peak character overall. Everything about her. So, that was your express purpose for coming to Edith, huh? So you finally made your choice, huh? It was the natural conclusion after gauging the capabilities of this man I call my brother. Each of us will exploit the other's position and circumstances, all while poised to cut them down in their sleep if need be. Occupying the seat of the family head under such conditions will be stimulating, beyond a doubt. All the better to slake my thirst. Great. As if the Syndicate didn't have enough whack jobs in charge. Perhaps it is that very quality that allows one to stand at the helm of their family. You might be right about that.
Allow me to offer you my heartfelt congratulations on the establishment of the Li family. Master Gao Long? No. Master Fen Li, on behalf of the Liu family. I, Ashen Liu, wish for 1,000 years of amity and fortune between us.
Oh? I accept your goodwill. Allow me to wish prosperity upon your house as well, Ashen Liu.
You grace us with your auspicious words. And Master Cao, I ask that you lend your support to Master Fen Li for many years to come.
As you will it, Lady Ashen. No, that doesn't quite have the right ring to it. Lady Liu. May we bring glory to Heiyue together, in spite of our divergent positions.
Guess that's case closed.
Yeah. It all went according to plan. His plan, anyway.
Aaron's still very mad at Cao.
Aaron!
Hey! What do you think you're...
Shut up! Stay out of this, outsider!
It's a first time that Sal looks as distraught as like this. He's almost so like cool, calm, collected, so composed. This is the first time that Sal looks not like in charge of something, not in a position of power.
You're one crazy son of a bitch, Sao. That's true to form for the White Orchid Dragon. There's a reason I looked up to you with respect. Even when it seems like you've tossed Ashin aside, you're still worrying about her from the shadows. Case in point, right now you're helping her bounce back from a situation you created.
Quite an assumption there. Even if that were true, would it really constitute a problem?
You bet your ass it would. Especially when family comes into the equation. All this shit you're pulling right now has Ashin in tears. She's my longtime friend, a daughter of the Liu family. But more than that, she's someone close enough for you to consider your own flesh and blood.
That's...
Sao.
You two have been tight for over a decade. Even you can't pretend the connection you share is anything but legit. But what did you go and do anyway? You hurt Ashin, the girl who's supposed to be near and dear to you. If you think I'm just gonna let that slide, then you've got another thing coming, Sao Li!
I see. So that painful blow was your way of enacting retribution, was it?
It's one hell of a shiner he's got too, though. Van Diesel moment, you true. Like Katana Girl, May Girl, and Girl in the Orange Hoodie. Shizuna, Rosette, and Fairy. They are great characters. All great characters. Fairy's a very good character, but she's not very good in combat. She's like my last-ditch effort whenever I need just a little bit extra firepower, but don't have anything else in my actual, like, strong characters.
It sure as hell was. Take another second, let it sink in.
Oh, I plan to do exactly that.
Punch him back, Sal.
You really have matured, Aaron. To the point where you do your title of prodigy justice.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll be expecting much of you from here onward, little conqueror.
Will you forget the stupid nicknames already?
Are you okay, Tao? He really let you have it.
Oh, this is hardly worth fussing over. Were I to do so, I'd no doubt be met with more bluster. Aaron would say this pain is nothing compared to what I put you through.
Oh, yo, Riz moment.
Hard to argue there.
Heiyue's future is looking very bright indeed. Not only by virtue of Aaron, but Fun and Lady Ashin as well. I ask that you continue to grow, to the point where even I must regard you as a threat.
I like how we went back to calling her Lady Ashin instead of Lady Liu.
Consider this the parting wish of Sao Li, your erstwhile companion.
Tao, I'll gladly grant that wish. And don't think you can take it back. I may not look it, but I've got a real stubborn streak.
She literally killed us because she thought that we killed you. Yeah, that's putting it mildly.
Someday, I'll pull off something you'll never see coming. Then you won't even be able to think about brushing me off.
Is that so? I will be looking forward to it.
I still don't really agree with Aaron's pent-up frustration, but
Things were a little tense for a minute there.
whatever. It seems like it all worked out well in the end.
Yeah. Now we can finally shut the books on this. Damn. Not to agree with Sal here, but Aaron's done a lot more growing up than he realizes.
Oh, yeah, what about this thing?
Genesis. Huh? Something's glowing.
She has one? Where were you keeping that thing,
When
girl?
did this get here?
Huh, interesting. So that's how they got mind controlled, was with the power of a Genesis. Not surprising. I guess we got two of them now. Yippee! Slowly but steadily, we're getting back. A costume for Shizuna? What did I get for that? Bwah, 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 bwah.
Those
Oh,
are
that
impressive
thing.
results.
Not as impressive as you, though.
Then I'll
Hey!
update your rank.
B+, baby!
I'll gladly take
Red
that.
hair.
Can't complain with that.
Damn right, I got that S rank.
You get it.
Aaron, Employee of the Month. God, it was so funny whenever when Swin betrayed us, and then Swin got Employee of the Month in the last chapter. Oh my god, that was hilarious. So, what now? Several hours later, having sorted out the situation with Ashen, the group returned to Old Town. After grabbing a late dinner at Montmartre, they finally settled down for some much-needed rest. Is this going to be like Route B? They said something about like Route A we were in. Genesis. A second Genesis. This isn't exactly how I expected to get it back. Yeah, it's definitely not a fake either. Does that mean this was all just another case of a Genesis going haywire then? I don't think it's that simple. If I remember right, this unit had the ability to manipulate vital forces. Hard to imagine that it could pull off the things we saw this time around. I concur, considering the way Miss Lou and the others have been corrupted. Red eyes. Had that Crimson Asswife's handiwork written all over it. Yes, the Genesis was probably being used as a point of origin. As for the corrosive power that Crimson Grendel has, it must have been strengthened after the 8th Genesis was reassembled, and now is able to wear away at past memories. When that happens, the target's perception gets rewritten the way Ashen's was. So basically, it can alter what people remember. At least that's what we're speculating. Sorry, but I'm drawing a blank on everything that happened. Before I knew it, the only thought that I had in my mind was revenge. Our circumstances were similar, acted as if ordered by my chieftain, and was still harbored no qualms with my mission. Perhaps we were under the influence of a highly sophisticated technique, or one capable of rewriting our perceptions. It was as if we were being shown a possibility that could have come to pass. Whatever the case, we can say for sure that an unidentified phenomenon is at work here. It could be a sign that our high-risk offenders are making the move again. Crimson Grendel and the Garda-Master, you mean? At this point, we need to... Who could that be? Sorry, but our office hours are long over.
Whoops. Hope you don't mind me barging in.
Shizuna? That voice. My beloved! Are you joining Arkride Solutions now? Divine Blade of Silver. I've expected her to come. But what for?
Short time no see, guys. I just stopped by to say thanks for today.
Yeah?
Well, that. And to cut a little deal.
I love deals. A deal? Here comes that sinking feeling again.
As Ikaruga's second in command, I can't just shrug off what happened. No matter how you slice it, my subordinates were used in a, let's say, unconventional manner. So, in exchange for you calling it even, I'm taking it upon myself to pitch in for a while.
Ah, hell yeah!
Think of it as an apology, mixed with a dash of gratitude.
I'm down. Oh, brother. Should have seen this coming. Hey, look on the bright side. Couldn't ask for a better helper. Agreed. Her combat skills leave nothing to be desired, and her unclouded eye will surely serve us well. She'd be a valuable asset, considering what lies ahead. Just so we're clear here, this ain't gonna be like the time you helped us out in Longport. If you're in for the long haul, and it's our way or the highway. Got it?
Sure. I think I can handle that much.
Yeah, in that case, welcome aboard. Peak! Happy to have you with us again. We love that. Hell yeah. Now that our surprise guest is settled in, let's get back to the topic at hand. To recap, it's plain to see that the enemy's exploiting the Genesis for their own twisted gain. That's why we need to recover the rest of them as quickly as possible. Yes, there's still 6 units unaccounted for. Going by our progress today, this is going to take us a long while. In that case, we want to be prudent with our itinerary from here on out. Good call. We'll be pressed for time no matter what. So let's try and get our agenda mapped out by the end of the night. Do we even have a lead to go off of? That's the question. Has the go caught on anything? In a matter of speaking, we received word that the remnants of those anti-immigration terrorists, the True Grievance Brigade, are mobilizing. Oh god, not them again. They're the ones who hid out in Aramis. Oh, that's some pretty alarming news. Yeah, it might pay off to poke around about it. That said, I got another possible lead. A letter came in while we were out. Really? Who from? My master, if you can believe it. Burgard? Timing's uncanny. Makes me curious what the old fogey has to say. So, what did he write? Let me read it out loud for you. To Van and the rest of Arkride Solutions, hope this message finds you well. It has come to my knowledge, albeit only in bits and pieces, that a number of peculiar incidents have recently transpired in the Republic. Unfortunately, due to extenuating circumstances, I will be unable to visit in person. Nevertheless, I am compelled to put my concerns to paper. It would seem these convoluted events are occurring in quick succession, but while the situation may appear chaotic, there is undoubtedly an overarching narrative at play. However, it cannot be found by scrutinizing each individual element. Instead, you must step back and adopt a broader perspective. In chess, one must watch not the pieces, but the board. So too should you make another effort to see the bigger picture. If I notice anything myself, I'll have my disciples inform you. Know that I have every confidence in your ability to overcome this. Till next we meet, regards Zeman. Damn, Gramps. This advice is so spot on, you'd think he was spying on us. It's impressive, to say the least. At least it makes a fair point about seeing the bigger picture. Things have definitely been a jumble since Nemeth Island. We've left a lot unsolved. Taking the time to reassess it all might lead us to an epiphany. Not just in regard to our enemy's motives, but with what happened to Ashen today too. I feel like I've said epiphany so many times today. What the hell is up with that? I think it'd be well worth the effort. So, what's our plan for tomorrow then? Our options are to either investigate the remnants of the True Grievance Brigade, or follow Mr. Zeman's suggestion and review the mysteries that have arisen thus far. Let's see. Oh god. I feel like the True Grievance Brigade is a bit more of an issue, so I'm gonna go with that one, but like, I kinda wanna do both of them. Let's say we check out the anti-immigration group. Sounds like a plan. Great, let's pack it in for tonight. Got a busy day in store. Yeah, like, it's always a good idea to like take a step back and like view everything, but I mean, it does kind of feel like the anti-immigration thing's a bit more of a hot topic. Especially considering they murdered so many kids the other day. March 21st, 8 a.m. Or they tried to murder a bunch of kids. Alright, time to get this workday started. Like we decided last night, we're going to be looking into what those anti-immigration radicalists are up to. The True Grievance Brigade. Since appearing at Aramis, the remnants have reportedly been lying low around the city. Ashen's mind got straight up rewritten by the Crimson Corrosion crap. We need to keep an eye out in case these guys go through something similar. Yes, but even if nothing abnormal happens, that doesn't make them any less dangerous. We can't allow them the freedom to commit another act of terror. And I guess we'll just have to ask around town about them while we work through our 4 SPGs. A sensible approach, but where should we start gathering information? Naturally, anti-immigration radicalists would want to target the immigration population. Does that bring anything to mind? For people from the Central East, we can try asking around the temple in Riverside. Father Mansour should be in the loop on that front. A fine idea, Farida. As for the Eastern residents, Heiwei would be the go-to source for any particulars. Their internal issues have been tearing them apart, but that jackass Sao has done a bang-up job patching things back together. We can probably find out what's up from Mao at Kaiyong. I'm talking about that popular Eastern restaurant in the Tyro district, right? It's not the same as Far Eastern cuisine, but the food's great. The menu's enormous. It gives us 2 spots, but wouldn't hurt to head up a few more. While we're at it, why don't we check in with everyone's favorite neighborhood anti-immigration protester, the one who's always in front of the station. I think his name was Jacobin. I don't recall seeing him around lately. Might have learned his lesson after what happened at Arasion. I don't actually remember him at all. We'll just have to settle for what the cop station down the area can tell us. This is as good a place to start as any. And let's get the show on the road. The last time you had me on for SPG was in Longport, so I'm raring to go. Just don't have too much fun with it. I'm gonna be on guard more than ever. Nah, it's okay. It's okay, you can have it as a treat. Hermes! So thank you for the care package, Leather. Hey there, Arkride. Hermes here. Long time no see. Finally got my moonlighting out of the way, so the courier business is back up and running again. Give me a call if you ever need anything, and I'll make the drop in no time flat. Yippee! I never used that, but, it's there.
Okay, let's get out there and have a look around. We can check the bulletin boards on the way.
Being ordered around is a totally new experience for me. You got it, Chief.
Yeah, I guess the true like leader of Ikaruga has a bit more of a hands-off approach than everybody else, huh? But yes, thank you for the care package, Leather. Oh god. My abs are still a little sore from yesterday's ab day. Well, if it isn't our delinquent tenant, your gang gets bigger every time I see you. Yeah, well, it's not like I asked for it. Apologize for the commotion. And I'm sorry I didn't stop here for breakfast. Just get a load of that aroma. Catch me in a good mood and maybe I'll treat you. By the by, didn't y'all get invited to the Z1 Grand Prix? Oh yeah, I'm feeling very concerned about that. Yeah, well, the Comet Clown sent us 3 tickets. And Yume here just had to see it. That's right, be closing up shop as soon as the morning crowd is gone. So if you'd like to order something, now's the time. Duly noted. Something the matter, Yums? Nah, it's nothing. Anyways, you know today's race is the finals? It's gonna be extra fast. It's a little scary, but I still can't wait. I can definitely understand why you might find it frightening. You ask me, that just adds to the thrill. I've only ever seen them from behind a screen, but it's really nothing compared to watching in person. Well, either way, this one's capping off a whole year's worth of races, so it's bound to be extra special. God, I'm so nervous. Yeah, I'd have napped a seat in the stands too, if things weren't the way they are. But hey, don't let that stop you folks from enjoying yourselves. No, we plan on it. Believe you me, wouldn't be worth the lost business otherwise. Take care out there, everyone. And see you later. We'll just be on our way then. Yeah, you may.
Kinda surprised that stuck-up old man would actually come see a race.
Perhaps Mr. Lugan's gradual efforts have started to bear fruit.
Perhaps they have.
Oh, what would you like?
Hamburger steak. Yippee. Got the other things. We'll be closing up shop soon, so to head to races. Yeah, are you all in shop right now? There's a few more than usual today. And if anyone's hungry, we're still taking orders for the moment. And if there's anything you'd like. Yume. I'm actually feeling kind of nervous about the finals today. Yeah, me too, Yume, me too. I'm not about to let it get to me. I told Maxim that I watch him racing. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't let anything get in your way today either, you guys. I feel like Maxim's gonna just blow up. He's gonna pull a freaking... What was that guy's name? Dale Earnhardt? Yeah, he's gonna pull a Dale Earnhardt and just collide and just... Yeah. Rest in peace. I'm gonna do some recording. We'll be lurking. Have fun. Hey, thank you for the lurk. And yeah, enjoy your recording. Hopefully it goes well. Get that content made, girl. I'm just about to close up shop so we can start heading to the circuit. Yumi said she wanted to see the race, so I guess we got no choice, really. I still get to keep an eye on Paulette and that scoundrel. Speaking of which, can you believe he actually had enough sense to set aside 3 tickets for us? Yes, I got handed to him for that. Sounds like you've got it rough. What's rough about it? Just want to watch a race with my family. That's all. Whatever. Like I said, closing shop. You got any more orders you need to make? Do it now, or not at all. Oh, Victor. Always trying to be such a hard ass. But he's so kind and considerate at the same time. As early as next weekend. Buy items. Maple fountain pen. Yippee!
Hope to see you again.
Isn't that it? Yeah, that's not it. Okay, what else do you got? Bargain bin?
Allow me to assist.
Magic droplet. Holy sh... Okay, never mind. I thought that was 12 magic
Hope
droplets.
to see you again.
That would have been insane.
Allow me to assist.
What else do you got? Like, it's so nice that they show you when they have new things, but like... I've already looked at the things that I care about, so the rest of these things I'm just like...
Hope to see you again.
And just get off my map, please. Thank you.
What would you like?
Yeah, anything that I care about? Not particularly.
Come again.
Hey, welcome. How can we be of service today? I'm still getting back in the groove of things. It's been a while since I've watched the shop after all. Just nice to see how much Chris has grown into my absence. I hope Rebecca and Cassara have some fun today. Oh my god.
All right then.
We have the hermit outside with the with the kid. That can only end well. What's my stats looking like? Pretty bad, to be honest with you. Bath time, baby. Oh god, Shizuna in the bath.
Getting in?
Bite lip emoji. Bite lip emojis. The dudes.
This is perfect.
Oh. And now the ladies. Oh. Shizuna not in the bath?
Don't you think it's a little too steamy in here?
No. No eye candy today. No Shizuna eye candy today.
It's so nice and warm in here.
Oh well, whatever. Unless. Nope. Guess not. Guess not.
I feel nice and refreshed.
Got all of our stats back though.
And refreshed? Sure felt good. I've never been to a northern-style bathhouse before.
She's reacting upon it though.
Genuine Remetherian one. In case you were wondering, the loyally uses heat from very specific sauna stones that can...
And there he goes.
Now please go off. This is interesting to listen while we're like making our way downtown. No, we're ending there? Okay. It's upsetting, though, that Shizuna didn't grace us with her presence in the baths. Oh well. Can't win them all, I guess.
Is getting colder.
What, we got a costume for Shizuna as well, now that I think about it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Her combat gear. Oh, yeah, back to this outfit. Yeah, back to what she was wearing in Daybreak 1. And then her, like, casual wear. Her casual wear without the jacket. God, look at those pants. Why, yi, yi, yi. Why, yi, yi. And then her bikini. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, what do we got then?
Now, what do we have here?
Monster in the Mine Garden. Okay, gotta go do that. Okay, for a second I thought there was more here, and I was like, really? Nothing else in this area. I mean, I guess we may as well. Well,
Would you care for some flowers?
yeah, let's put. That's just a monster extermination, so let's go somewhere else for now. See if we can get to like the main, because that's something I could do off stream if I really need to. I do it on stream if I, you know, have the time, but
what to do?
Well, I don't want to do that on stream if I could do something else instead, you know? Escaped patient, Dr. Isabel. Okay. Haven't seen Isabel in a long while. Haven't seen her in a long while. Like, we still got plenty of time. Still got like an hour left to stream, but
sweetheart.
You know. Oh, it's Shahina and Sara. Hey everyone, what are you up to? Looks like you two have made fast friends with Bermati. Yes, we did. Actually managed to help us a lot during last year's film festival. Didn't have much of a chance to talk to then, so he invited us to a chat. That's right, actually just on our way back from visiting the nearby temple. But we figured it might be nice to stop in while we still are in the area. God, I don't know why, but just seeing their drinks really made me want some chai tea. I really want some chai tea right now. Oh. It's certainly been a pleasure to see you both again. That reminds me, I saw the saga of Ravana in the Adventures of Rockford. Your film portfolio is swimming along rather swimmingly, isn't it? Ah, it was Sara in that one film then. And you guys basically made it to the big leagues. We sure have. Worked really hard to do it too. I kind of had to force the crew to do a lot of retakes though. Made me feel a little bad for the other actors. Me too. Honestly, they all seemed much more skilled than we were. I really had to reckon with the fact that we're still beginners in the entertainment world. Ah, don't worry. Nobody starts out an expert after all. It's not necessarily true. Some people are really born with natural talent. But, yeah, I guess nobody's an expert. Besides, you guys still have a sizable amount of experience under your belt. You made it this far for a reason. And don't forget, we still have to perform together sometime. Keep your chin up. Ah, thank you, Judith. I'll make sure to work till we drop. Oh, to be young again, right? I'm glad to see you two are doing so well. Alright, move on then. I do like to double talk to people, but at the same time... is it snowing? Oh my god, it's snowing. Disgusting! Anybody down here? Nope. Pointless. Hurrah for pointless.
I bet we could fish here.
Shizuna wants to go fishing. I don't think there's anything for me to fish.
What's on the menu?
Yeah. I don't got anything over there worth my time. Nothing new over there. Nothing new, Scooby-Doo. Alright. Let's get some main story then. Info! Father, I've discovered yet another one taped to the walls of the temple. Again? What is this place coming to? It's already been torn down and disposed of. I'll go make sure there aren't any more. Something wrong, Father Monsieur? Is there trouble? We'll hear you out. Depending on the issue, we can even take it on as a job. I appreciate your concern, but things aren't quite so dire. We've merely had some occasional instances of unsavory flyers being posted, or even distributed, around our grounds. You mean to say someone's harassing the temple? If so, you should submit a report to the guild or police and have them handle the situation. Actually, these flyers concern a specific individual rather than the temple itself. Thus, we are in no position to press charges. A targeted attack, huh? I suppose they're bounties for a certain phantom thief. So, who are the flyers about exactly? Might not be familiar with them, but they regard a young man named Aslan. I feel like I've heard of him somewhere before. It's an up-and-coming Z1 racer who's been gaining steam lately. Oh, yeah. In the last race, he came close to matching Maxim Lugan, the current champion. Damn, must be a real speed demon. Rumor has it that this year's Grand Prix will boil down to a straight-out duel between the two. Aslan's from the Central East and a good-looking guy to boot, so he's been a real top trending topic. Does he have any connection to this temple? His accomplishments as an immigrant have made him something of a celebrity among those of Central Eastern descent. As such, a great deal of his admirers are part of our congregation, making this the perfect place to try and ruin his image. Yes, the flyers do nothing but besmirch his character. They'll claim he's a violent brute or that he has ties to the mafia. How awful. Any of that rooted in reality? There's no concrete evidence to speak of, so I don't believe it's worth putting any stock into. The man himself has visited the temple a number of times, and as far as I can tell, he's as devout and sincere a youth as can be. Sure, but sometimes he's a goody two-shoes that have the most skeletons in their closets. Even still, this is clearly nothing more than a malicious smear campaign. Perhaps the guilty party is envious of his successes. Could also be the work of anti-immigration terrorists who can't handle a Central Easterner rising to fame. All men are equal before the winged goddess, Arusha. She draws no distinction between race or ethnicity. To go against this is nothing short of deplorable. Father Mansour, if these flyers continue to appear, it may constitute a disturbance to the temple. It's kind of funny how the door back there opened up and a kid walked in. That caught my attention. In which case you would still be eligible to file a complaint with the guild despite not being the victim of defamation. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us if the need arises. I can only pray it doesn't. Nevertheless, we will keep your kind offer in mind. Pray. Man, like there's a kid walked in here and went in here. Kind of funny how that worked in a cutscene, especially considering... Oh no, it's this kid. Is this a Lashkar? Yeah, it is a Lashkar. Father Monsieur, Mother Kairai. Scar, please, just nothing to feel sorry for. Agree, we should have noticed that you were in distress. So you can relax now, alright? Everything will be okay. Scar, sounds like he wants to let the temple know what happened. Nah, with the whole story. Surprised nobody need my input, though. You're surprised nobody need your input? Ah, your kids are growing up so fast, huh? Growing up so fast, aren't they, Van?
Well then, shall we?
Next up... Station Street. Oh, we've got some new stores going on around here as well. New stuff in the stores. Hello. Haven't seen that guy's mug in a while. Not that I'm complaining. Less of his anti-immigration activism, the better. Still, I do wonder about him. Must be a real piece of work. You on the lookout for someone? Maybe we could give you a hand. No need to concern yourselves. I wouldn't exactly call it a problem anyhow. See, this anti-immigration protester who often comes to demonstrate here hasn't been around lately. Tell us more about this protester. The man's name is Jacobin. He's a wily sort, and kinda leap at a chance to shove his radical rhetoric down your throat. We've cracked down on it time and time again, but it never did much to discourage him. But now he isn't showing up at all. You don't suppose that means he's finally had a change of heart? Well, whatever the case, let's just take care not to get suckered in by any screwball solicitors. Okay. Vicar Monsieur, the winged goddess doesn't care what skin you bear, only the kindness in your heart. Ever Zamira, she will smile on you! Holds out hand. Thankfully, he didn't go down that last route, you know? The very admirable words followed by a, now please pay me for my preaching. Haha, teehee. Thankfully, he didn't go down that route. Jacobin, he was the one who wrote that threatening letter in Aracion. Oh, right, I remember him now. Apparently, he went back to his old ways without missing a beat right after. The guy's anti-immigration sentiments run deep. If he's gone cold turkey, raises a few eyebrows. Maybe he's just changed locations? Could be. We'll keep an eye out. That or he's planning something big. Alright, store time. What do we got in the stores? What do we got in the stores?
I can handle any maintenance.
We got chaos. Chaos control. Is that everything?
See you again.
It is. Beautiful. What about you?
What would you like?
Chat Noir headphones for Ren. Nice.
Please stop by again sometime.
Peak. We love that. I should look around though, see if anybody's around here. Oh yeah, this is the Nord, right? Elijah. Or he's not Nord, he's Eastern now. It means come this April I'll be attending the Basel Institute of Science. Nice job. You could do it, Elijah. Never doubted you for a second. Couldn't have done it without you, Elihan. You know, I still can't believe you were brave enough to talk to me when I was practically a maniac half the time. Well, I couldn't help but feel a certain kinship with someone studying so hard. Anyways, I look forward to working with you. Feel free to call me whenever you need. Yeah, of course. Thanks. Aww. A couple more students over there. Some researchers that I don't care about. Whole lot of not very interesting. It's snowing in March, I just realized. Like late March. That's kind of wild. Like, I don't know. Around where I live, it usually doesn't snow in March. Like, it can still be pretty cold, like 40s. But 40s is not snow weather. So, Jen! And heard about what happened yesterday from Elaine. So, the Garden Master's decided to make his move, huh? Don't expect him to be dealt with that easily, that's for sure. And if that device is involved... Damn, really gotta do something about this. Yeah, I mean, I will appreciate your help whenever you want to give it, Shin. Always willing to work with you. Alright. Other side of the street's got something new. Oh my god, I forget her name again. The lady in all red. The like, where's Waldo? Oh god, I want to call her like Claudia, but I also want to call her like Paulette, but like neither of those are right. Who are you? Your green hair stood out. I didn't mean to talk to you.
Let me know if you need anything at all.
Is there anything in here?
Please come back anytime.
No. Just the wrong store entirely. These are the stores that I want.
If you need something custom made, I got you covered.
Yeah, it probably was this thing for, yeah. It's this thing for Shizuna. Sure, may as well. And then, I like this one. Drops her evasion a little bit, but accuracy goes way through the roof, and also boosts her damage. So, yeah, we take those. Everything else is the same, though. And not even the names will change. Beard trimmer. I'm gonna assume this is probably weaker than whatever I have right now. I'm assuming things. Teehee for assumptions. Don't need these probably. Bonk, 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 bonk. Good enough for me.
More good stuff in stock. What would you like today?
Probably this thing, right? Yep.
You better take good care of it.
Yeah, I will. As much as I can take care of a weapon. Burden Star earrings for Elaine. Do I need to buy these? I could buy that for arc resistance. Yeah, sure, whatever. Mirage vest. Give that to you. Mist boots. Not for you, apparently.
Please stop by again.
Please stop by again. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We're so high up. Nobody else around here. I believe that's that then. Bracer, yeah, I think that's good for this district. Okay, Tyro district now.
Time to depart.
Next on up. This is gonna get really repetitive if this is how this chapter is gonna be going, though. No wonder it's so infamous. If this one is just gonna be like, do this for like all of the Genesis that we're missing. That shit's hitting the fan, and we're just gonna keep doing this over and over and over again. Longest act ever. So thankfully, the shard search thing didn't respawn. Just finished reading this half-century-old first-year edition of the criminal catalog I found at a used bookstore. Really put in perspective how prolific Grimcat and the Demon of the Eastern Corridor were back then. I've seen plenty of reports on them, but it's not every day I get to read first-hand interviews and opinion pieces from time to time. It really paints a picture of them toying with the populace all those years ago. I can feel my blood pumping already. Yeah. Does Judith have anything to say about that? No? It's surprising. Usually she jumps anytime that somebody mentions Grimcat in her presence. Hi, Mario. Revision for the political debates, questions, and answers session tomorrow. I'd like to go over the list of topics with you. That said, Mario, this will be your first time at such an event, correct? I know this is something the editor-in-chief has asked you to do, but don't you think a job like this might be a bit too much? Why don't you leave the interviewing to me for the time being? I'm sure you'll enjoy yourself much more while sitting on the sidelines. What? Oh, wait just a moment. When I first began working toward becoming a political journalist, I analyzed each and every article the Tyro Times had on political debates. Not only have I reviewed these questions for hours on end, but I've also made note of any prior statements given by each participant. The editor-in-chief put me on this assignment for a reason, Langdon. Oh, you sound awfully confident in yourself, Mario. Because I'm positive I'm capable of doing my job right. So please, if you'd allow me to confirm the topics with you. Well, then I suppose we'll just see how good you really are. If I find that you were simply blowing hot air, however, you should know I have no problem in doing double duty. The questions asked are only as good as the journalist asking them after all. I will not allow you to tarnish the reputation I've so painstakingly built. I understand. Looks like Mario's as busy as ever. Yeah, no kidding. She was even asked to cover the political debate. I imagine that must be pretty nerve-wracking for her. A debate like this one will surely put her skills to the test. Well, she definitely seems up to the task. Believe in you, Mario. Gambare, gambare, gambare. Oh, can we watch a movie? Did we watch a movie last time? Yeah, we watched a movie last time. For some reason I thought we didn't watch a movie. Let's watch a movie! What's playing right now? Casablanca, Sage of Ravana, Return of the King. Haven't watched this one yet. I want to watch a movie with Shizuna. I really want to watch a movie with Shizuna. That's good. Let's watch a movie with Rosette as well. Yeah. Rosette. Let's see what we got. Movie time, baby. Get your popcorn and cola ready. Long ago in the Central East, there lived a cruel, heartless king named Valen, who sat upon a throne of ancient kingdom. He laid heavy taxes on his people, and all who opposed him were met with the executioner's blade. He ruled his kingdom with an iron fist. Around the same time, a country boy named Sindhu met a warrior by the name of Kiara, who managed to escape from the capital. She was Valen's half-sister, and when she informed Sindhu of Valen's misdeeds, he knew he could stand by the wayside no longer. After bidding farewell to his adoptive parents, who raised him after he was abandoned, he set off for the capital together with Kiara. Along the way, the pair crossed paths with an old knight who succeeded from the royal army. From him, Sindhu learned the truth of his past. He was the legitimate successor to the throne, and Valen stole his rightful place as king. After his birth, he was nearly assassinated over his claims to the kingdom, but was able to escape with the help of his nanny. Armed with the determination to reclaim the throne, Sindhu returned to the capital at long last. As the royal army laid eyes on the gallant swordsman on horseback, they saw Hindu as the physical manifestation of Ravana, a mythical god. Who's gonna be in this movie, I wonder?
Let those who have ears hear my words, and those who have eyes behold my face.
That's Sarah.
My name is Sindhu, true heir to the throne.
If you do not wish to perish, we beseech you, clear the way.
My king, the front lines have been breached. Worry not. What can this rabble hope to accomplish? 17 years ago, that boy escaped the hand of fate. But one can only outrun it for so long.
You disgust me. To think that I share a bloodline with such a vile monster. That won't hold true after today, because your life ends here!
A pathetic delusion for a pathetic traitor. The gallows are much too merciful an end for one such as you. I shall send you to the great beyond with my own hands!
A man's character is determined by what he chooses to protect. You chose poorly, Valen. And that choice will be your undoing.
Peak, Sarah, peak! That's cool though, seeing Sarah in the movies. Seeing her doing her acting career. And you know, movies would be a lot more interesting if you like actually knew the people that were in the movies. I believe they made use of one of L. Simon's epic poems as the motif for the movie. Seeing how well put together this production was, makes one wonder how much the film industry will grow in Elsheim from here. I heard a lot of different companies from there played a big hand in the making of this movie, even though Vegas Films was the lead producer. I see. We certainly explain the high production values. I wonder why the theater in Tryon Mall isn't showing this movie. Well, Vallis Investment Bank is the Tryon Mall's biggest sponsor, so I'm guessing that has something to do with it. So Sindhu was strong enough to be mistaken for a god. Wonder who would win in a fight between me and him after he realized his true power. Too bad he isn't real. If you two went at it, I thought there'd be a battlefield left to fight by the end of it. Not like we don't deal with those kinds of crazy powerful beings on a regular basis, of course. I suppose it's true. Still like to think that human beings are stronger than just about anything. We can't ever really be like gods, but that very fact is what drives us to learn and grow. And if they're selling commemorative brochures, you know I'm buying one of those. Bwomp. Getting close to maxing out Vans. Rosette's leveled up, ADF defense plus 5. Halfway there with Shizuna. Nice. Peak little movie. Alright. Back to what we were doing now. Listen to this. Here's a story all about how my life got turned upside down.
What would
What do
you
you
like?
got? Fried rice. Beautiful. I do love fried rice.
Please stop by again sometime.
And then we got something more main story to talk to over here. Arkride Solutions, A-Rank Bracer, and a Divine Blade. Here to sample our Eastern fare. The smell of it's so rich, it takes me right back to Longport. Can feel my mouth watering already. Yeah, well, keep a leash on it until lunchtime. We're just making the rounds on Edith's rumor mills while we work through our 4 SPGs. Well, one juicy tidbit I have is your run-in with the Liu family yesterday. I already know about that. I do, albeit only superficially. While we're on the subject, been wondering what became of the Syndicate after the fact. The Liu family bigwigs are still somewhere in the capital, same goes for Sao and his men. What they're up to is a mystery, but I do hear the Council of Elders will be making a big announcement soon. We can probably guess what that is. I anticipate a massive gambit from Sao, but it came a lot faster than I was thinking. I'm of no mind to follow his example, but his cunning and audacity are to be admired. To be fair, it isn't as if it's all bad for the Syndicate. Maybe not, but that doesn't mean I have to whoop it up. Well, I, for one, look forward to what the future holds for Heiaway, and by extension, the path you choose to tread. But enough about our internal affairs. I happen to have a piece of information here that might interest you. The True Grievance Brigade has resumed their operations. So it's true! I heard from Elaine that they were on the move, although the guild doesn't have any specifics. At any rate, their core members should all be in custody now after what happened at Aramis. If that alone were enough to deter them, they would have disbanded ages ago. I don't know who's currently leading their ranks, but they seem to be more zealous than ever. And I thought cockroaches were hard to stomp out. Easterns like us might be on their blacklist, but I doubt they're full-hearted enough to raise a hand against Heiaway. As long as they don't act against us, we'll extend the same courtesy to them. The rest of you aren't off their radars either, so you may want to watch your backs. Point taken. Thank you for the warning. Brrrah. Someone's calling. Maxim, huh? And it ain't the champion himself.
Hey guys, how's it hanging? It's been a while since we met face to face. You've just been counting down the days, I bet.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly what we've been doing. Also, we literally just met like yesterday. Or whatever. Why don't I spare myself the headache and hang up? Besides, we saw you at the park just yesterday. Yeah, exactly. Hold on a second. Least you can do is hear me out. I'll just get to the point. There's something important I wanted to ask of you guys. Really now. On the same day as the big race. Doesn't seem like a coincidence. You can put it that way, but I'd rather we go over the nitty-gritty in person. Now's about time, though. Won't push my luck. Z1-related request, huh? Guess there's a chance it's connected to those terrorists. Actually, I think we can work you in. Is that right? Glad to hear it. Let's meet at 10:30 then. I'll be waiting at the Orbital Cafe in front of the station. See you on the flip side. What do you think Maxim wants from us? He got all tense out of nowhere halfway through that call. Maybe there's trouble brewing over at the Grand Prix. Don't know any better than you, but whatever it is has my nose twitching. Uh-huh. I had a feeling that was what I needed to do to progress main story. But for now, that's not what I want to do. It's these guys. It's Regina, it's that guy from Long Lai, and it's Gray. Yeah, Kazan. You know, I kind of figured something was bothering you, but never thought it'd be about your family. I'm sorry, Kazan. I should never have told you all of those lies in the first place. Whatever. Still a pretty okay kid in my book. Plus, you never even got a chance to put your plan into action. I mean, you probably wouldn't be here anymore if you did. But enough about that. What about your goals from here on? Well, I'm still aiming to become a senior bracer, but for real this time. Not so sure I even have the right anymore, but I'd like to stop a story like mine from ever happening again. So if you're willing, I'd really appreciate some help with recommendations. You finally take us up on our offer to help, and this is what you ask us for. It's no big deal. Something all bracers have to deal with. Gray seems to be doing well lately. Yes, he is. I'm sure he'll become a proper bracer in no time. Look at that. Wholesome, seeing his story. Basically, like, his story is very reminiscent to me as the, Trails in the Sky, as the first Legend of Heroes game, right? Which is very funny. What's going on over here? This is Donatello and Woody, right? Can you believe Jay Siegel was a woman all along? What a shocker, am I right? Sure. Forget you. Need to get her autograph on my copy of her latest volume. What am I saying? One isn't enough. I gotta buy 2 more and get those signed too. Okay. Who?
It's really
nice. I don't get dragged into this. Kokona. Jay Siegel, gotta have your autograph. Last chapter of Bravely Legends was peak fiction. Oh, I never realized you were a girl. This is huge. Headaches like this is the whole reason I hid my identity in the first place. Why? Why is this happening to me? You gotta love it. When a VTuber reveals themselves, a VTuber face reveal. Why do they look so bent out of shape? A matchmaking party? I just never thought I'd hear you suggest something like that. One of my friends wanted to know if we could go to make up the numbers. Figured it wouldn't be so terrible to take her up on it, you know? And were you just complaining about wanting to add a little more spice to your life? No. Okay, maybe I did say that, but that doesn't mean I want a boyfriend right now. Yeah, that's fine. Just be a good opportunity to mingle then. I mean, it's not every day you get to talk with eligible bachelors, you know. Promise this will be a good experience. Not everyone leaves with a boyfriend after all. Maybe you'll just end up finding a new friend instead. Yeah, maybe. I love how those two were so calm and laid, like, just doing something. Always got something going on with those two. I do want to go to all of these places. So the Center Marsh.
Let's be on our way.
I haven't been there yet. I probably should just kept going down the list, but it's fine. Whatever. A little bit of ADHD, just jumping around, it's fine. As a treat.
Look at my wares.
Treat?
Anything strike your fancy?
Hipstregas. That's pretty strange. Stregas, shoes on your hips? What's the point of that? Nah.
Oh,
nah.
hello.
Oh, hello.
Welcome.
Yo, Vantage Masters.
You're welcome back anytime.
That's pretty cool. Getting to see, like, I did not like Vantage Masters, but being able to like see the old card games in the new games, it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we took you around here once before, didn't we? Huh?
Shizuna?
Where'd the Divine Blade go?
Oh, sorry. I spotted these delicious-looking apples and just thought I'd help myself.
Oh my god.
She ate all those in the blink of an eye.
She's literally like Goku or like Luffy. Real main character energy right there. Just yoink and eat it all immediately. God, I love her. Alright. There's a pathway up above. Yeah, the rest area over there, and then we got this. Doesn't look like there's anybody up in the rest area though, so don't need to waste my time going up there. Anybody around these back alleyways? Anyone in here? Nope. Whole lot of nope. Cats, though. Is this a little gray cat, the same one from Old Town? Kinda like he's got the blues. What could be upsetting her, I wonder? She did seem to be hunting around for something yesterday. And it could be the search brought her all the way here. No, little kitty cats. Little kitty meow meows. Oh yeah, there's nothing new there, so I guess it's fine. Bird District. What do we got here?
Let's be on our way.
What do we got going over here at the fancy school district? Can I go inside the school, I wonder? Probably not. Oh?
Whoops.
Nope.
Wrong way.
No reason to go to the school. That's fair. That is totally fair. Nothing over here. Oh, there's Toa! Toa! Again, thank you for grading all those tests, you two. Of course, Miss Leafa. Oh, by the way, I wanted to apologize for being unable to attend the party yesterday. It was no bother, Toa. Turned into a bit of a girls' gossip party at the end anyway, so you really didn't miss much. What type of drink do you got there? That's the tiniest, thinnest little glass I've ever seen in my life. Though I wouldn't be opposed to hearing more on Miss Sonia's marriage search. What do you say? You're right, that does sound quite interesting. Ooh, yeah, that one student's, like, big brother, ayo. You see, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. Oh yeah, the political debate's happening tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, let's talk about that instead. You know, I really did want to hear your thoughts on the matter, Miss Toa. Why don't we leave it for a later time? So curious about what else Miss Sonia has to share. Huh? I don't think I've ever seen that black-haired teacher before. Female teachers of Avaramis. Sure, they must be a hoot. You're not wrong.
All right, then.
Kind of interesting that Van pointed out the black-haired one. It's kind of interesting. But I'm gonna leave it alone for now. Anything worth here? No? Okay. Anybody around here? People on the streets? No. Is this the one taxi driver that I think it is? Oh yeah, it is. Bumper to bumper on the expressway. Had to take the back roads to get here. Got a few prior comments to take care of at the moment, but I should be back at my usual spot by noon. Anyways, you need anything, just give me a holler, alright? Okay, well, that was not as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. Because that's the guy that Dingo always used to get around. That was his dedicated cab driver. Nobody's really up here either. Nah. Nobody that I really cared to interact with at the very least. Okay. Blacklight District, we go then.
Let's be on our way.
Let's be on our way. Kind of knowing how every time that I go to like the go-to, it always just like puts me right here to the meet Maxim at the cafe. Like, no, I don't want to do that yet. I got other things I'd rather be doing at the moment. I got side missions to be doing. Ooh, we got some more stuff to be buying.
What would you like?
The illicit
Will you stop by
bookstore.
again sometime?
Still such a very funny concept to me. Oh yeah, the stripper over there in the, I forgot that she laughs in this one. Unprecedented doesn't even begin to describe this case. It's times like these where I wish I had that Spriggan on call. Hi. Speak of the devil. Nice to see you, Arkride Solutions. Those expectant looks tell me you're here about the request I put in. Yep, can't make any guarantees, but give us the particulars and we'll let you know if it works for us. The patient ran away from your clinic, if I recall correctly. How exactly did that come about? I'll start from the top and give you the rundown. It all began this morning. A man I'd never seen before had fallen unconscious here in the Blacklight District. He was easy pickings. That is to say, I gave him a checkup out of the kindness of my heart. While there weren't any external injuries, his disease had grown so severe that he couldn't move a muscle. I had medication specific to his condition in stock, so I brought him to the clinic and treated him then and there. Well, you're a real saint of a doctor. She, if she didn't charge him an arm and a leg for it. Save it for the part where she called him easy pickings. And this is where the problem came in. I took my eyes off him for just a second, only to come back to an empty room and some money for my services. Well, I mean, there's no sign that anyone else had come in, so he must have ran off on his own. If he was trying to dip out of paying his medical bills, that'd be one thing. But the prices you charge here are practically highway robbery. Besides, this patient left enough mirror before going, right? That he did, and the funny thing is, it was actually more than I was planning to charge. In any case, I had a few ideas as to why he ran out on me the way he did. He kept on ranting and raving, "I can't believe they're after me," and so forth. There's a lot more to it than that, but it's the only part that I could make out clearly. And there's your words of a guy caught up in the wrong kind of trouble. Whatever it is, it's big enough that he'd rather book it than stay here and heal up. Maybe so. If it were as simple as that, I'd have been content to send him on his merry way, lollipop in hand. But his treatment isn't even close to complete yet. If he doesn't regularly take medication to relieve any side effects, results could be disastrous. Worst case scenario, he'll die, just like that. That's horrible. Shouldn't you be out trying to, I don't know, save his life? No need to get so worked up. It's that worst case scenario, didn't I? Chances of that are below 1%, though it's 100% certain he'll end up in so much pain that he will wish he were dead. It's not any better. Indeed, if his condition was critical to begin with, any additional side effects would only exacerbate it. His personal circumstances notwithstanding, it would be best to retrieve him sooner rather than later. I'm guessing that's what you're requesting us to do. Right you are. Patient paid me in full, so I have no obligation to ride this out to the end. I'd appreciate it if you could fill... I do have. Yeah, patient paid me in full, so I have an obligation to ride this out to the end. Not that she doesn't. Appreciate it if you could bring him back here as quickly as you can. That's a way more level-headed ask than I was bracing for. Also a bit concerned about whoever it is that's after him. Whether it's to gather information or save someone in need, we're duty-bound to address this matter. What do you think, Van? Oh, of course we're going to do it. Why do you even have to ask me? I guess we don't have much choice but to take on the job. Thanks. Glad you see things my way. Now, here are some pills. Pass them along to my patient if you manage to find him. And they're the same kind I'd originally planned to administer in order to moderate his side effects. If he's already exhibiting symptoms, they should be able to curb them for a while. Consider it done. So, mind giving us a few more specifics on this runaway of yours? Not at all. He's a man in his late 20s with a slim build. He's just like me, for real, for real! The medicine I gave him likely restored his mobility to some degree, but as his treatment is only in its early stages, ergo far from complete, I suspect he'll be struggling to walk. In that case, it should be easy to follow his trail. The next question is, which way the guy was headed? Is he hiding out in the Blacklight District, or did he dare to make for the hills? Why don't we go to the nearest exit and check? I can ask around the area and see if anyone saw him. If a sighting is reported, then the likelihood that he left the district grows. Elsewise, we can safely assume that he is still somewhere to be found here. Works for me. The exit closest to us is over in the northeast. Lindsay's shop is set up around those parts. We should try asking her about it. Let the search begin.
Hope this 4SBG can entertain me.
I don't know about this one. This one seems to be not really your cup of tea, but you know, is what it is. Alright, let's go. I want to look around to see if anybody's around here. Alvis! Did not expect to see you down here. Yeah, what are you doing here? Lane, nothing in particular. Can't keep depending on everyone else, and I can't allow myself to tarnish the B-rank name. Looks like something's bothering him. Wonder what mess he's in this time. Maybe he's just too caught up in his feelings for a certain someone lately. Whatever it is, I have high hopes for Alvis. Wish him the best. Right. Doesn't seem like he'll be getting over it anytime soon. Whatever. You have fun watching the fights then, buddy. Oh, it's this guy, the Joe Browning. I do a counter there, rushing with my elbow. It's useless. Can't see myself beating the bastard. Need to be stronger, much stronger. True, if you want to beat up Walter, you're gonna have to really put in the time.
Say hello.
Hello. I got places to go though, so sorry. Can't be yapping with strippers all day, unfortunately. Hey, glad you came. Heard you had a spot of trouble yesterday. Think you'd get into a fight with a princess. Yeah, I can't believe Ashton would try to do something like that. and Ikaruga had the same misunderstanding somehow. Something weird's going on, for sure. Oh wait, why is the Divine Bladed Silver here? A Spriggan now? No, she's not. Just here to lend us a hand. And a skilled hand that'll be. Anyways, I think it's pretty clear that something's happening behind the scenes here. I'm a little bit of a loss as to where to start gathering info though. But I'm sure you all have a lead, right? I wouldn't call it a lead exactly. So you're talking about what we learned about the Crimson Corrosion. Sorry, but there's nothing we can actually explain right now. I'll have to do a bit more digging, but I think you can keep us informed of anything new in the meantime. Of course. Still, it's kind of sucks that we can't figure out what's going on. I mean, we're information brokers for goodness sake. I know the feeling, Hal, but something tells me this whole ordeal might be more than we could bargain for. Anyways, we'll let you know if there's anything unusual on our end. Just keep in touch, alright? We will. Thank you very much. Enjoy your beers. Those tall boys. Sounds fun.
Wanna rest here?
What's up, Gabrielle? I think you're being a little too overprotective. Sure, an escort to the cathedral's fine, but you have to watch me while I work too. Hey, you can never be too prepared for an attack, okay? So paranoid. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna watch the store while you go pick up Yoda. By the way, you need to start letting him walk to Sunday school by himself. I'll consider it. Is it really okay to leave you by yourself? Even the stalwart warrior you are. She's worried about more than just Yoda. She's worried about like everyone. No.
I have some good books on sale.
Wholesome.
Got a question for you.
You sound like you was in my far left of my ear, not right in front of me. That's kind of wild. A slender, sickly-looking man in his late 20s. Actually, I did see someone like that just a bit ago. Went through the exit over there. Thank you. Hit the bullseye right off the bat. Though if he's left the Black District, gives us no shortage of locations to investigate. I need a little more info then. Like what direction he went, or if he was being tailed. Anything else you happen to notice, Lindsay? Well, let me think. He was out of breath, but that didn't keep him from muttering to himself. Things like, this passport should do the trick, and it'll be dicey near the embassies, but I have to go. You could have knocked him over with a feather. I was torn on whether or not to reach out. Thin and wimpy types usually don't do it for me, but his heavy panting and looks of agony were just so adorable. Okay, so she's a freak as well. Nice, nice. Oops, did I say that out loud? I can see now why you were down here. Only the top of your lungs. Thanks for sharing, though. Funny girl, this one. Anyways, that passport bit sticks out to me. Chances are he came out to the Blacklight District in order to get one fixed for him. And that's the part about the embassies. It's like he's got no choice but to be in the same area as them. And next up is the Arbor District. It's where all of our embassies are. Well, I can't say I followed any of that, but I'm glad I was able to be of help. Hurry up and finish your work so you can visit me again, okay? Boyfriend number 4. How many times have I got to say it? We are not together. Period. Well, listen, this is a comical little routine. You see that glare in her eyes? Terrifying. Yeah. Elaine is just, off my property. Get off my property. What's up, Reese? Welcome in. Glad to see you. Thank you for stopping on by. How you doing today? Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate the lurk. We just playing some more Legend of Heroes today. Getting to the last hour of stream. Probably like the last 30 minutes of stream now, but always appreciate seeing you. Good, same to you? Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm doing good. Had myself a nice day today. I actually woke up on time, so I was able to finish all of my morning routine before I started stream, so I feel a lot better. Yesterday was just so weird, waking up as late as I did. I apparently was in need of some extra R&R yesterday. Don't know why, but whatever. It happened. Yeah, I've never talked to... I actually never talked to Lindsay, so... I didn't know about her being like that. Calling Van boyfriend number 4. That's pretty funny. Alright. We'll go and grab these things. 6 movies, 6 brochures, and we get to move on. But yeah, that's pretty entertaining. That's pretty nice. I don't know where we're going with this one, so yeah, sure. Let's go to the subway entrance and we'll walk around town for that one. Snowing! Still, it's snowing in March. That's wild. Alright, here we are in the Arbor District. This is where the patient from Isabel's clinic fled to, presumably. But how exactly are we going to find him? Going by the dude's mumbling, he'll be steering clear from the embassies if he can help it. Other than that, we're pretty hard up for clues. Actually, I got one thing we can try. Isabel gave this guy something specifically made to treat his condition, right? She said as much, yeah, but what difference does that make? I believe I see your implication. Let me just check if my idea holds any water first. Hello, hello. Something the matter? We're on the hunt for your patient, but figuring out how to pick up his trail got us stumped. So I had a question for you. Is it possible to track any ingredients of that medication you gave him? You want us to track the medicine itself? Ah, really thinking outside of the box, I see. The dosages were delivered both orally and via injection. In other words, the medicine he ingested might leave detectable particles when he exhales. I can send you the name of the drug if you need. It'd be great. I'll let you get back to it then. Knock him dead out there, or, well, you know what I mean. Based doctor. Lindsay's always been a bit unhinged? Yeah, apparently. I was just like, oh, she's just, you know, some quaint little, like, illegal, like, bookseller down here in the Black Lake District. And then I never really interacted with her, so I didn't know about all of her boyfriend number 4. Oh, this cute guy. He wasn't really my type, but he just looked so easy of a target that I... like, okay, lady. Okay, hold up. You psycho, never mind. Maybe I'm into that. Holy shit, huh? But now I understand. The patient's breathing was labored. If traces he left our space closely enough, we may be able to perform a shard search. Right, and factoring in wind displacement would allow us to reverse calculate their origin points too. Ah yes, Batman. Now allow me to test whether a shard search detects any matches to this pharmaceutical's components. Sure, take it away. I'm sure it's going to work out for us, huh? Traces are discernible, if only faintly. A shard search would indeed be feasible, albeit more difficult to follow than usual. You're incredible, Rosette. It figures you're a tech whiz, wouldn't be much of a Marduk concierge otherwise. Your praise honors me. Alright, let's get the show on the road. The longer we take, the more off the mark Rosette's calculations will get. Right. Boom. Going over there. Oh, there's a thing right here as well. Yippee. I must have to take a break while on bench. So far as the Arbor District must have been taxing for him. Hurry and bring him back to Isabel. Indeed. This way, this way. Apparently I have not shard searched in this area. Which, it's kind of annoying because I kind of want to go through and shard search for a lot of things, but whatever. Look around here for a minute. Gimme. This way, this way. Yeah, there he goes. I just thought that you was going to say that was going to be harder to track. Oh, whatever. As far as the trail goes, the trail? Through Daybreak? Ah! Our runaway patient must have passed through this gate then. Well, why? All it leads to is an abandoned subway line. There's a possibility that he has a fake passport, if you'll recall. In which case his goal would be to either leave the country illicitly or obtain a fraudulent visa. Given that, choosing the route would imply that he's attempting to escape the capital. And I see now, planning to lose his pursuers by sneaking out underground. Sure, but the border's not exactly a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Arbor District. It'd take a real nutcase to make the trek with a body falling apart at the seams. Just goes to show how desperate he is. But the only way we know what's going... But the only way to know what he's going through is to ask the guy himself. Let's go inside and get to searching. Keep your heads on a swivel, just in case. Roger. Moving on. The team entered the abandoned subway line and proceeded into its depths. Then, in the distance, they spotted the figure of a man on the run. Or on a hobble, perhaps. Shoot. They're getting on me already. Nothing else for it. Won't buy me much time, but I'm short on options. We're not searching for you. Well, we are, but not, well, you know. Just a little further until we catch up. Bono. Think again. Rats. Slipped away. I think I just heard a locking gauge. Doors look old, but the security system seems to be relatively new. Most likely it can only be released from the opposite end. But now, think there's a detour we can take? Going a long way would just give him a free pass to shake us off. Good point. Better off keeping up the chase through here. Looked pretty bone tired just now, but said he'll take the chance to rest. How do you plan to open these doors then? Only way we can, by unlocking them from the inside. Think your little friend can help us out with that, Quatre? Oh, I get it. Want for you to wrap around and disengage the lock. Theo, reporting for duty. But how are we supposed to get to the other side? There's a duct back over there. Probably connects to this room, structurally speaking. And there you have it, Theo. For sneaking in through the duct. Understood, Quatre. Initializing auto mode. Minigame time! Oh yeah, I forgot about him, like, ascending and descending. I forgot about this. It's also kind of a strange ascending and descending as well, considering, like, it's not like a perfect ascension. Like, he's got more than just, like, a high and a low. He's got, like, a very slight as well. Oh my god, who's got lasers and air ducts? The hell? So, like, these are easy enough considering they're, you know, at the top or the bottom. I really got a little zesty with that, didn't I? Whee! Did it not do anything for me, though? But wow. I guess we'll just keep going, then. Wow. EP charge 3! Pointless! But I'll take it. Haha! Oh, god. Yeah, like this one right here. I gotta, like, fine-tune this. Oh, my god. That. Okay, I see. I see what's going on here. Wonk. Wonk. Easy. Easy every time, baby. Oh, I gotta go down. I gotta go down through that? Huh? That seems a little unreasonable. Yeah, okay, there we go. I was about to say. I don't think Theo could make it through that without just getting absolutely torn apart. Turn off the fan. Oh my god. This reminds me of Sonic Adventure 2, to be honest with you, though. Like that one part where you're playing as, it's either Eggman or Tails. Can't quite remember which one it is. But you're just dropping down. There's like lasers everywhere. Where the hell is this? Ah, there it is. Lasers. But it's like it's the space missions. I don't remember exactly which one it is, but one of the mecha space missions. God, Sonic Adventure 2 was so peak. Such a great game. Oh, these are funny. Okay. Just stay here and, whoop. These lines go crazy. Good God, what am I looking at here? A little bit lower. Fwah. I was trying to, like, sneak through there, but didn't quite work out for me. Yee. Did it get easier? I feel like I got easier that time. Or I just went down, like, a better route. One or the other. Something down there with something over here as well. Which way do I want to go? This way's easier to go, so I'll go this way first. Oh, I don't know why I try to make that. Whoo! Some pretty bopping, like, heist music, though. I really want to know what was down there, then. Oh! I didn't realize that at all. Whoopsie. What's back here, then? Hold up. I want to see what we got going on over here. So there was, like, a whole thing that I could, like, dip down into. Oh, it's just for an item. My item. Oh, a serum capsule. Hella worth it. That's not comfy, to be honest with you. There's my excessive amount of Wind Waker that I've been playing acting up right there, where my brain just, like, actively charged with inverted controls. Easy. Now that I know what to expect this time around. Come on, Theo. There you go. This is one absolutely insane air duct, though. Like, good God. That shit crazy. Duct successfully traversed. Now proceeding to release lock. Thank you. Where'd he go, Theo? He's dead! Theo, you wasn't supposed to kill him! I was wondering why I didn't hear any footsteps. Turns out he's barely even took one. Ah, buddy. Damn it all. I can't let them get me. Is he alright? His face is pale and he's sweating up a storm. Given the medication we brought, side effects are starting to manifest. Group had the man ingest the medicine Isabel had given them. We're not the ones after you. At least, not for the reason that you're worried about. Haha. Thank goodness we were able to remedy the situation. Oh, you guys my life. Who exactly am I thinking, though? First I thought you were the ones chasing me. We're from Arkride Solutions, Blacklight District doctor who took you in sent us on a request. Apparently, if you stop your treatment partway through, the side effects could be fatal. She wants you to hurry back ASAP. Said she'd look after you till everything's done and dusted. Side effects? Ah, so that's what maybe had hurting like never before. But more importantly, you said Arkride Solutions, right? I take a closer look, I recognize you. You're that Spring who works with the police and guild from time to time. You've even got ties to King K from the Integrated Analysis Division. That'll teach me to let my guard down. You're here to take me back too, aren't you? Nah, the place I'd expect the spectacled sadist to get name dropped. So, when you say you've been chased by someone, you're talking about the CID? I knew this guy looked familiar somehow. He was there when I met with Renee at the cafe. Used to be a member of the Imperial Intelligence Division. Believe me, if I could stop getting tangled up with Renee, I would. Got no plans to hand you into the CID, if that's what you're worried about. Heck, we ain't even gonna rat you out. That don't mean we're on the same side, though. Think of us more as a neutral party. If we really wanted to capture you, we would have kept those meds to ourselves. Perhaps you feel more comfortable having the guilt intervene in lieu of a Spriggan. Were the CID to demand your extradition, though, we would have no choice but to comply. If that isn't to your liking, I suggest you begin explaining what this is about. Oh, fine. I'll talk. My name's Hubert. I'm with the 2nd Internal Affairs Division of the CID. We just heard about this guy. I'm sick and tired of being used as a pawn for the international information wars, so I'm running away from both of them and the Imperial Intelligence Division in hopes of reaching the Free Cities. Not just the CID, but the Intelligence Division as well. You must have held a pretty important position too, being part of an international information war. Important, he says, treating me as nothing more than a puppet. I was a double agent for both the Empire and the Republic, a quadruple agent, if you will. A quadruple agent? Not even a movie would go for something that's so convoluted. How the hell did you land yourself in that gig? I was originally affiliated with the Imperial Army's Intelligence Division, but after the war, I gave up on Ereboni entirely. So I struck a deal that brought them the head of a certain coworker of mine, Lecter. The CID would let me join them. Simply put, I shifted allegiances to the Republic. So, up until then, you were just a simple spy. But then my target, Scarecrow, caught on to my secret mission. He threatened me into pretending to be a double agent that had sworn loyalty to the Republic while following the Empire's instructions instead. Playing double agent for two nations then, maneuvering to give one party the upper hand. Such are the activities of a triple agent. Yeah, but then the CID caught wind of my circumstances, so they started giving me baited intel, fully anticipating that I would deliver to the Empire. It only hit me just recently, but I've been dancing in the palm of their hand for who knows how long. And that's how you wound up a quadruple agent. I think I kinda get it, sorta, except not really. Just listening to this is giving me a stress ulcer. You know, it was when I crossed over to the Republic that my health started going to pot. Each superpower would browbeat me into probing the other day after day, to the point where I couldn't get a second to spare to hold a grudge against Arundel. Didn't have the energy to go to the doctors, and whatever time off I had was spent sleeping like a corpse. Well, and here I thought government jobs were cushy. I don't remember when it happened, but all of a sudden I got the urge to throw my career out the window and leave everything behind. Today was the day I finally acted on the escape plan I'd been ironing out. But when I went to the Black Lake District to pick up a fake passport, I sensed the CID nearby. While trying to hide myself, my condition worsened until I became the wreck you see now. Nevertheless, I was determined to use these abandoned lines to flee the capital. I worked you raw. I get how you'd be fed up with that. Nah, fed. But even still, I'd say you brought it all on yourself. Excuse me? When it comes down to it, this whole thing stems from you going turncoat on the Empire. You're lucky they didn't lock you up for treason, or worse, put you on the execution block. Just the fact that your neck's still intact makes this a better bargain by far. But hey, what do I know, right? Either way, you're coming with us now. Like I already said. Hubert? These are the side effects again? No, the medicine we administer should still be in effect. Perhaps this is a symptom of the affliction itself. Come to think of it, Isabel never told us what he's actually suffering from. Hubert, can you tell us the name of your condition? How do you expect me to know? What does it even matter? Time is up anyways. Isn't your run-of-the-mill sickness? Oh, when the pain's is excruciating. Death is coming for me. I can already see the light. No, you can't give up now. May not help much, but I can perform some recovery arts on you. Don't bother. Honestly, I've been thinking. Even if I do make my life as a fugitive, I won't have long to enjoy it. The way I see it, this is my punishment for the web of lies I've been weaving. But you know what? That's okay. I gave it all I had and got as far as I could. Pull it together. We aren't beyond saving just yet. Come on, guys, let's just haul him over to Isabel. Yeah, that is what we were hired to do. Sounds pretty intent on dying here, but it's not like we're beholden to that or anything. The choice is yours, man. I don't know, dragging folks along by force goes against my style. Looks like I'm gonna have to say something to make him change his mind. For what he's told us, this guy's got ambition in spades. Could try to goad him on that, stroke his will to live. On the other hand, even if he's already chosen death, maybe I can convince him to reconsider things objectively. Now, should I approach this? Convince him to reconsider, stroke his sense of ambition? You know, I'm always the type to goad people, so yeah! I'll go with this plan. Forget it, Agnes. We're leaving him. We are? How can you be so heartless? Besides, this whole point of his request was for us to bring him to the clinic. What good will it do to lug back a guy who's already happy to lie in his grave? You're satisfied with the life you lived, right? And that's the best we can do is to respect your dying wish. Mr. Arkride, Reverse psychology. Classic. Just one thing that's bugging me, if you don't mind my asking. Why'd you give up on the Empire and defect to the Republic after the war? And you wouldn't have done that unless there was something you expected from them. Something you could no longer hope for. It'd have to be worth switching sides for, too, so what was it? What else? Status, power, money, what of it all? Did you now? That's funny. What I've been hearing, you haven't gotten a single one of those things yet. That's... Even if you flee to another country, all you have to show for it are the CID on your ass, debilitating disease, and zero motivation. Seems like a total wash from start to finish. But if it's any consolation, you made for a pretty hilarious quadruple agent. Might give me a few laughs in my next drinking session. What? Are you mocking me? My work spans 2 major superpowers. I fought on the front lines of the fields of counter-espionage. If it weren't for that bastard Arundel, or the CID upstart Kincaid, I'd have fulfilled my aspirations ages ago. Hubert, I understand how you feel, but yelling will only make your condition worse. Indeed, though I should note that his heretofore declining blood pressure has begun to rise. Wow, Van must have really steamed him up. So, you finished saying your piece to me? If not, you can let the rest off your chest at the clinic. To hell with this consequence. Take me wherever you damn well please. Practically had to pry the words out of your mouth. Just let's handle it from here. This one could have gone either way. Nicely played, Van. Yay! Beat an asshole! For the win! Well done bringing him back. You make it look so easy. I wish. I want to be in way more of a hassle than we bargained for. Did it now? I already had the impression that he was tougher than most, the way he scurried off his sickbed. I can't take it any longer. Nah, you're in a critical condition, alright. Hey, what are you snickering about? Someone's life is on the line here. Is you going to be okay, Isabel? If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I get that you kids have more compasses for hearts, but I'd advise against playing nurse here. Treatment process will be a bit difficult to watch. Better to spare your eyes as well as his dignity. Out of curiosity, what exactly is he suffering from? Watch, it's gonna be like, he's suffering from VD. Like, oh, okay. Why did we... Okay, whatever. Did I never tell you? It's a urinary calculus. Yep. Pardon? You mean like math? Not quite. In medical terms, calculi are stone-like crystals that form internally due to extreme stress or irregular lifestyles. In most cases, they're found in the kidney or bladder that block the urethra, affecting the bladder and stomach before spreading all throughout. The patient is then struck with enough pain to make death a mercy. They're in perfect health for once the stones are expelled from their body, though. Mind summing that up for us? Kidney stones. MF's got kidney stones. It's not an untreatable disease. Most cases can be cured without surgery. You kidding me? I mean, I guess it's better than being in mortal danger, but still, expectations do feel a little betrayed. Say it like it is. We got played. Oh, no. To be fair, everything she said from the get-go implied that medication was all he needed. You should have spoken up the moment you realized that. No, there has to be some mistake. It feels like I have a full set of knives filleting me from the inside. Pain depends on the size of the stone. In your case, it's decently large, at about 0.4 reg. Don't worry, I'll give you a shot to ease your suffering. Though, it'll still be quite intense until the stone passes. You're just gonna have to buck up and keep yourself hydrated. So all I can do is power through. Doctor's orders, I suppose. This is also draining. But look on the bright side, now you're on the road to recovery. And with that, the request is successfully completed. Though, for Mr. Hubert, the issue of the CID yet remains. Hate to leave you hanging, but this is the part where we pull out. We won't go out of our way to blab to the CID about you. But if push comes to shove, got no reason to keep our lips shut. You did say you were a neutral party. Not that it's any business of ours, but have you given any consideration as to what you'll do next? About that. You're telling me Off gave me a lot to chew on. I'd rather keep my distance from the CID until this stone passes, but afterwards, I think I'll go back to them. Is that so? Absolutely. I'm not ready to go out on one of history's least memorable footnotes. Been playing the deception game on a national scale for 2 entire countries. You can't even imagine how many state secrets I know. What's more, I'm in a position to watch how many Arundel and Kincaid play their cards. As for the fake intel they're feeding me, I'm sure I can get plenty of use from it. All this to say, I'm gonna stay a quadruple agent and build up my own place in the world. And then someday, I'll raise high enough to wrap Arundel and Kincaid around my finger instead. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. Clearly your imagination is more powerful than mine. Sounds like a pipe dream for now, but imagine the drama if it ever comes to reality. Don't see the issue. I have to dream bigger. Not at all. Renee can deal with the aftermath on the off chance he actually makes anything of it. I can't help but feel a little bad for Mr. Kincaid. Whatever your 5-year plan is, can wait out until after we've taken care of that stone. Let's get some painkillers in you before the next wave hits. Go on, head inside. Right away, Doctor. Guess this is goodbye then. Thanks for everything, truly. I'll transfer you your payment, like always. Appreciate it. Get well soon, Hubert.
That's one job behind us.
Reward deposited.
I can't believe it was a freaking kidney stones, is what what that one was all about. Hey, yo, I maxed up my gray already. I'm so morally gray. Yippee! Kind of funny how it's maxed out at 6. The infamous 666. Alright, well, either way, we gotta go to...
Let's roll, gang.
Arkride Solutions, deal with this monster extermination request, but I can do that off stream. It's just a monster extermination. It's not a big deal, so I'm not gonna worry about that. Also, I've not opened up any of these doors. Fairy's room, still the same. Quatre's room, still the same. And, this is Judith's room, right? Yeah, Judith's room. And then Aaron's room. Thought that was an ashtray for a second. I was like, Aaron, you smoking? Can't believe that. Oh, yo! Is that his mom? Aw, look at that. I didn't realize he had a picture of his mom in there, or at least I forgot about it. And a big old bottle of sake. Nice. Nice. But yeah, so I gotta deal with this monster extermination request, and then once I get done with that, we'll, yeah, that'll be the only thing that I really do off stream. Then we'll get back to the main story, deal with whatever Maxim's got going on, and, yeah, we'll take it from there. Oh, but that'll be enough for me for today. So yeah, we'll be back with this stuff on Thursday. I don't plan on doing anything tomorrow, but, you know, we'll see. I got some things that I plan on doing in the afternoon, so I don't think I'll be able to stream, but maybe I'll do a short little stream for, like, a celebration type deal. I don't know what we would do. I guess come down to it, we could just do a just chatting stream, but, like, I don't know. Just chatting streams, I don't feel like I have a lot to chat about, so I don't know. I got no idea. But the next planned stream is definitely on Thursday with some more Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak 2. And then on Friday, the Drunks, another Crab's Treasure. Hope to see you all there. Gonna have, you know, a handful of the homies in the chat, or in the VC with me. We're talking, we're drinking, we're playing Souls-like games. It's a good time. Hope to see you all there. Yeah, the VC is open to all of my streamer friends as well as my moderators, so any of them might make a special guest appearance. But yeah, we'll see who all shows up for that. But that's the week for me. I do got a collab tomorrow. I'm gonna be playing with Glitch, Anna, and I forget their friend's name. One of Glitch's friends. Be playing some Buckshot Roulette on Thursday. I'm not going to stream it, but, you know, I'll be in their streams with that. Friday, we're doing something after Drunk Souls. I don't know what we're doing yet. I think it was either going to be Goose Goose Duck or Outlast Trials. I'll be recording that, regardless of what it is, but I don't know what we're doing yet. But I won't be streaming it, I'll just be recording it, so make sure you check out all of my other homies that are going to be doing that. Not sure who's going to be joining on that either, but definitely Kaiju at the very least. Probably Varden. He usually joins then. Actually, no, Varden's not going to stream because he's taking this week off. He'll probably still be there, though. And then Saturday, we've got Anna, Droplet, and Zane, and myself. We're all going to be doing some World of Warcraft. I've never played the game before. I'm not going to stream it again, but Anna's going to stream it. Droplet's going to stream it. Zane and I are going to be there. I think Doom might be joining us as well, but I don't know if he actually is or not. He didn't seem all that enthused about joining us, but he might still be joining us regardless. But yeah, either way, we've got a bunch of collabs planned up, a lot of things to be doing, but yeah. Got all sorts of fun things in the future, so I hope to see you all there for all of that stuff. But we are definitely ending the stream there. So thank you all so much for stopping on by. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, follow, all that nonsense if you haven't already. And let's see if we can find some people to raid on into today, shall we? Wow, I know, right? Wow. It's wow. In the year of our Lord, 2025. Yeah, it's kind of wild. I've never played it, though, so I'm actually kind of interested in giving it a try. Yeah, I could probably raid into them. It's been a minute. Like I said, I don't really mind raiding somebody once a week, but it's once you start raiding into people multiple times a week that I get a little like, I don't know, I feel weird about it, so I try not to. But I haven't raided into Aku Neat yet this week, playing a dolphin game again, like an actual game about dolphins, not the emulator thing. So sure, we'll raid into Aku on the YouTube side. And on the Twitch side, who do we got? Who do we got on the Twitch side? You know what? We may as well. Leather raided into us earlier, so why don't we give a raid back into Leather? We might as well. We might as well. The Sly Brown Leather. Music's so addicting in this. Echo the Dolphin! Yeah, that one. That's the one. Thanks for the stream. Hey, appreciate you all being here. Thank you all so very much for all of that. But here's the raid message. Here's the raid proper. And then on... It should work as well on the YouTube side as well, now that I got the stream elements bot. Raid message, come on, do it, do it, do it. Hey, it did it! So yeah, blue fire is for subscribers, red fire is for followers, and on YouTube, you've only got the one, so take yourself a raid message, and yeah, you all have a good rest of your day, alright? But until the next time, you all take care!
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy. And silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough, I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me.